All right. Let's get her going. Alrighty, welcome in, folks. How's it going? Let me move my mic a little further away. Welcome back. We're in a new location. Like I mentioned, we would be house sitting for the next 3 weeks. I'm gonna be here for a while, so we're gonna be rocking this setup for a little bit. Hopefully, it's all right. The mic is the only part that I'm never sure where to put it, but should be fine. But yeah, hello, Toaster. Truck on fire today. It was neat looking. Jeez. Hopefully everything was all right, and hopefully it was at least a cheap truck. Never want to see a vehicle on fire. It's a very expensive thing to fix. And by fix, I mean you usually throw the whole car away and buy a new one. It did not look cheap. RIP. That is unfortunate. Last we left off in FF1. We were in the middle of finishing the water shrine. I think it's done now. And I believe we have the Rosetta Stone now. We found it in the top level of the water shrine because I decided to go back and check, and good thing I did because I had to. Things fucked, I promise. Got a picture of the post fire after the department put it out. Yeah, they don't usually... Once it's already considered to be on fire, it's usually toast. Not a lot of coming back once it's considered on fire. But yeah, we got, I think we have the, actually, I can check right now. We do indeed have the Rosetta Stone, which means we can go to the weird place where we couldn't understand anybody, which was Lufenia over here. And we can go talk to them and probably find where the last shrine is. And then potentially finish the game tonight? Because I don't think there's that much game left after we get the last shrine. I think it's just the, we go back to the Chaos Shrine. I'm assuming we go back to the Chaos Shrine, considering there's a bunch of chests we haven't opened and I don't know how to get to them. So I assume there's more there. And yeah, so we might be finishing up FF1 tonight. Which, could be cool. Check the Discord. Oh yeah, no, that thing's gone. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I know, it's toast. For a second, I was like, oh, the body work isn't actually too bad. And then I saw the inside of the truck, and I was like, nope, that's all melted. Jesus. Yeah. I was distracted by the bodywork being in, like, relatively okay condition. Then I looked inside, and it looked like a fucking... Looked like the swamp from Neverending Story, where it's just all black sludge. And, yeah, no, that's a write-off. I wonder how it happened. It's pretty rare that... Well... This doesn't actually look to be that new of a truck. That looks like a fairly old one, actually. That looks like a early 2000s model. Based on my limited knowledge of trucks. Early mid-2000s, so... Yeah. That sucks, though. That is unfortunate. There's a work truck, too? Is dragging a piece of construction equipment? Oh, really? Huh. Excavator. Oh, yeah, I can kind of see it in the, through the window of one of the pictures you sent. Like the little bit of an excavator in the back. Damn. Well, at least it was a work truck, so, it's the company's problem and not whoever was driving it. Rough. Speaking of Final Fantasy, hey, since I'm here, my speeds are a lot better, and I don't have to worry about a data cap, I hope. I feel like I would have been told about one if there was one. But yeah. So, if you'll check the VODs channel, which you can find with ! VODs, I think. I don't remember what the command is. We've uploaded both Final Fantasy VIII and Final Fantasy IX on literally the first day I got here. Yesterday I uploaded them both. So those are both up, and I hope, since we have 3 weeks, that we will be able to get all of the VODs that we have not yet uploaded finally up on the YouTube, which means that we will be finally done with having out-of-date VODs. We'll be able to upload things as we stream them, which I've not been able to do since we started streaming. I've been building up VODs in the background and just trying to get them uploaded when I can. And I think we're almost at the point where I can just upload them as I make them, which will be super cool. So for those that miss them, you can either check them on the Twitch, or if they're too old to be on the Twitch, they will be on the YouTube. But we do have still quite a few VODs to go through. The next one is Dragon's Dogma 2, I believe. Yes. We have Dragon's Dogma 2, FF13, 13-2, Lightning Returns, 7 Remake, and 16. And right now we are doing the FF1 VODs. And once we get those uploaded, we are good to go, which is very exciting. I've long awaited this day. We'd hope you would have been told. A friend of mine went to Australia, and the dude that hosted her and her friend neglected to mention his data cap and got pissed off when it got reached. Yeah, if you have one, you gotta know, because it's very easy to cross them if you're unaware, especially if you have high speed. But yeah, I just can't fucking wait. Ever since we started streaming, we've been keeping VODs. There's only been a handful of VODs that I didn't upload. Like Battle Network, I didn't upload any of those VODs because I just don't think they were fun to watch. It wasn't fun to play, so I don't think it was fun to watch. I don't think we uploaded Rayman 2. I don't think I decided to upload those just because I didn't think anyone would matter that much or anyone would care that much. Superliminal, I didn't upload just because as much as I like that game and it's neat, I don't think it makes it's really interesting to watch. I think it's more fun to play, honestly. Anyways, but yeah, after almost fucking 4 years of streaming, finally getting everything uploaded is very pog. But anyways, let's potentially finish off FF1, shall we? Society in which you live is accustomed to data caps might not come to mind. Yeah. But also, like, even in certain countries, like, you can have data caps and not have data caps. Like, it depends on where you live in Canada. Like, I didn't move countries and I'm not working with a data cap. I literally went to a 20-minute drive. Guy was a bastard from what I heard anyway. Yeah. I mean, if you don't tell them and then they hit it, you don't really get to be mad about it. It's like, oh, I should have told them. That's my fuck up. You know what I mean? Alright, anyways, let's head to Lufenia. Australia is especially bad for that. Their like tech deals are ruined. Like data caps, it's crazy expensive to get internet there. Just sucks all around. Ever heard of data cap even on a phone data plan? Yeah, in the States, they're pretty uncommon, from my knowledge. It's like everywhere else, you start to run the risk. Where the hell do I park? Ever gonna park all the way over here? Fuck, alright. And then in Canada, if you're like not in a major city center, you'll probably run into them. Yeah, it's usually like, it's not a hard data cap anywhere, it's just like you get super throttled. It's the same with like all our internet, unless you pay a really high amount of money. But we might end up doing that anyways because my parents are looking to cut the cord. They don't want to pay for their satellite plan. My dad actually told me how much he was paying for satellite, and I was blown away. They're paying like $100 a month for like not even getting all the channels, just for like a basic satellite plan. And that's with a employee discount for TELUS, because he used to work for TELUS. Without that, he'd be paying $115 Canadian a month for satellite they barely even use. And he was talking to me about like trying to figure out what they wanted to do and like what streaming services they wanted to get and like what our data plan would be for our internet, if we wanted to get unlimited or could we get away with what we had. And like, I told him straight up, like, I don't think there's any way that you can get rid of your satellite plan and come out at a loss for paying more money. I just don't think it's possible with what we already pay. I think no matter which way you go, you're going to end up spending less money. I couldn't believe how much they were paying for satellite. Internet right now is actually through the phone company, ironically enough. Not ironic at all. Telecom companies are all of the service providers in Canada. That's actually very common. I don't know how it is in the States, but that's exactly how it works in Canada. It's all the same infrastructure is the reason. My dad, I learned all this from my dad because he worked in TELUS installing like ground cable and stuff. And yeah, when internets first started getting rolling out, it was the exact same infrastructure as your phone line. It was all through copper cable. So telecom companies were the first to actually get in on it, because they owned all the infrastructure. Or if they didn't own it, they were already leasing it from companies who did. So as a result, they just kind of naturally gravitated towards internet. Some did better jobs than others. There were some that were still pretty behind the times and just didn't get in on it. But like I knew about fiber internet when I was in like elementary school, because I went to a bring your kid to work day and that was what they were talking about. They had like a little presentation of like, this is the future of internet, and they showed us fiber cable. And at the time, I didn't give a fuck because I was like 8. So like I didn't know what the hell was going on. I was just happy to be out of school. But thinking back on it, it was actually pretty cool. They were telling us all about fiber optic cable way before it came out. I don't think most of the internet people here are phone people anymore. We don't have like house phones anymore. Yeah, I think a lot of them transitioned. It's different in Canada because our telecom companies have like a horrible monopoly, to be honest. So we have like TELUS, Bell, and Rogers. Or I think... I can't remember if TELUS is actually like part of Bell. We have like 3 big ones. Or no, it's Bell, Shaw, and Rogers. That's it. I think TELUS is like under Bell. It's changed a few times, but we have like 3 big ones. And as a result, there's not a lot of competition. They just kind of do everything when it comes to telecoms. I imagine in the States it's probably a bit different. Although I know like there's still huge telecom giants there, as to be expected. But yeah, it's also like you like find about new phone companies and stuff like that. And then you actually look into them and you just find out they're a subsidiary of like one of the big giants. Like my phone plan is under Koodo, and that's just TELUS. It's just a branch of TELUS. So we didn't really move anywhere. Yeah, I think it's like Comcast, Spectrum, AT&T. Is it Comcast is the other one, or are they under Spectrum or AT&T? I just know I hear about Comcast a lot because apparently working with their customer service is a nightmare. So. How's the mic audio, by the way? I think it's fine looking at the levels. My mic is in a different spot, but I can also move it very easily compared to normal. You haven't complained yet, so I'm assuming it's fine. I haven't thought about Comcast in a while. Are they not as big as I thought? I thought they were one of the big ones. At least as far as internet. Oh. Can I not talk to these guys yet? Do I need to do something with the Rosetta Stone? Ah, shit. I didn't realize I had to do something with it. Maybe I have to go back to the Sages? You know what? I'm just gonna look it up. Just to save myself the time, rather than run around. Yeah. You're usually pretty good at telling me when my audio's fucked up. I stream's consistently pretty quiet, some regard another. Whenever I say like I can't hear X, Ultimate goes in, he goes, it's fine, and nothing changes. Yeah, Matt's audio is he's always has problems with it. But he's also got like a really jank setup because he's working off a TV. So like he doesn't have nearly as much control as he wants. Rosetta Stone. Oh, apparently the Kraken was the most difficult of the 4 fiends in FF1. Really? We clapped his ass. That's funny. Alright. Oh, there's another dungeon. And we need the warp cube? What the fuck? Alright. Cool. But set on rack into the waterfall. Oh, that waterfall that we saw is the next place to go. Okay. We'll go that way. Doesn't mean we have to walk back, but that's fine. Excuse me, pardon me. Oh, that's a lot of guys. I think it's fine, but... Oh yeah, we're fine. We're wicked strong now. We did have audio problems for a while, so I always want to check, because ever since we moved computers, there were a bunch of odds that I had to boost the mic audio on because they were low. I don't think we have to worry too much about that now. I think we're good. The webcomics I read made a plush recently of a character that was soft killed off, which felt a little odd, but there's a hint that the character's coming back. Okay. Which webcomic is it? I haven't thought about webcomics in a long time. So we have to go up here, right? Yeah, okay. Park in here? Nope. Paranatural. Okay. Can't say I've heard of it, but I don't know much about most webcomics. I don't think that's anything new. Oh, that's right. You guys are still kind of a problem, actually. Well, at least if you're attacking Mythal now. Nobody leveled up. Level 40. God damn, we're getting up there. Stamina up, strength up. 27 more HP. Right. Bartholomew. Getting more intellect. Hell yeah. Cool. We did a bunch of them. We got a little overwhelming. I haven't read in a while, but I'm back up to 3 now. I don't read a lot of webcomics. I do read a shit ton of manga. Although recently I did lose all my manga tabs from Chrome. I don't know what happened, but I just lost them. But I got at least a decent number of them back, and it was probably time to cut back on a bunch of them. Do we need to heal? I think we're good. Yeah, we're fine. Actually, Bartholomew can be healed. Haven't had a party wipe yet. Mommy. But yeah, I've always been a manga fiend. I've been reading manga since I was in, like, elementary school. Where I was reading, actually, I think it was anime that I got into in elementary school, because I watched Naruto and, like, Bleach. And then, when I got fully caught up on OG Naruto and Shippuden was coming out, the anime wasn't done yet. So I started reading the manga, because the manga was ahead. And that was when I started reading manga. Bottom left. Is there only one level here? I think so. Okay. Yeah, I'm only seeing that. All right. Hi, Kazuki. Welcome in. We're just talking about manga and comics. What are you up to tonight? Speaking of Naruto, every once in a while I get, like, news on what's happening in Boruto, the sequel. And, boy. Boruto, everything I hear about it is terrible. Someone get Kishimoto out of the kitchen, because he's cooking himself. Like, it sounds like bad fanfiction, but it's real. Watched a video last night that went over the history of 8-bit Final Fantasy in great detail. Ooh. Oh shit, Green Dragon, hello. Can we just attack you normally? Okay, you hit hard, but you're probably about to die. Yep. Any fun tidbits? I'd be curious. Lance leveled up. Everything but stamina. Alright. Pop a high potion into you, because that hurt quite a bit. Hi. Okay, that's a couple, folks. We got a preemptive strike, which is really nice. Let's go ahead and let's try a Thundaga here. We'll see how many that'll kill. I think between a Thundaga and a Holy, that should kill everybody. Ooh, Holy first. Or it'll only take a Holy. Never mind. White Wizard's kind of cracked. Is this a robot? Hang on. Oh, shit. I forgot that left stick counts as an input when you're in dialogue, which is weird. Yeah, fuck it. We have this. I got voice mod, might as well use it. Oh, that's not gonna work? Alright, that's fine. Do it manually.
Take this cube. Tiamat, Blind Fortress, please.
Well, that was fast. Warp cube. Oh. Oh. Rest in peace. Oh, nope, he's fine. Never mind. Final Fantasy itself took a long time to even come to fruition. Yeah, it was basically, what's his name? The guy who made it was like, this is basically my last shot at like kind of getting into video games development. And if this doesn't work, then I'm going back to college. And ended up working. Wizard Staff, okay. Ribbon. Is that 1,300 gil? Jeez. 6,400, 5,000, excuse me. And Defender. I don't even know what Defender is. Is that a... ooh, it's a sword. We can put that on our side, or we can put that on nobody. Damn, that puts... oh, and you cast Blink when you use it. Ooh, okay, I might actually put that on our side then. Because giving him some more defenses would be very nice. How long is Forgetful Frog in development? I'm assuming you mean Final Fantasy. I don't think it was that long. They had the idea for it for a long time, but they couldn't get the go-ahead from Square. Because at the time, they weren't sure that it would be a profitable business venture. But when Dragon Quest came out, they were like, okay, you can go ahead and do it now, because it's probably worth it at this point. We can at least try. But I don't think it actually took that long to develop. I guess we put this on Mythomia. Can't use the Wizard Staff, of course. That's more Black Mage stuff. Oops. Cast Confuse. Okay, that's cool. Alright, let's leave. Bye-bye. Final Fantasy is cool, and I like the super new ones as much. Yeah, modern Final Fantasy has been very hit or miss for a lot of people. It's very different. Like, I think after FF9, or maybe FF10, arguably 10, they started to kind of get away from, like, the old formula and try out some radical new stuff. I think the thing that hurt them the most was 13. 13 and all of its sequels was like a really long period of time of Final Fantasy games that were not good. And as a result, the whole company kind of suffered. So I think with 16, they've started to kind of find their footing. I think Final Fantasy VII Remake as well helped a lot. But it would be nice to see... I mean, Square Enix does other, like, RPGs. But it'd be nice to see like there's like almost like a Monster Hunter sort of deal where they have like two teams. One team makes like turn-based RPGs and the other makes like modern Final Fantasy like character action games. It'd be nice if there was like a both. All right, I gotta go here next. Bait people into playing 7 by introducing Tifa. People have been slobbering over Tifa for 20 years, 30 years almost. Been clogging up my goddamn forums for decades. And look, she's fine, but she ain't all that. They saw that one cutscene in the OG7 where she like lands on the ledge and her tits balloon out, like the side of her head. And it radically changed the landscape of video games forever. Who do I talk to? They said the scientist guy, but I don't know who the fucking here is a scientist. Is this the right place? Or an on-rack? Was it right? On the plus side, they did also update Scarlet to, you know, the same standards as every other character, and whew, that is what we're talking about. Oh, I have to go to Melmond. Okay. Thought it was on rack. I'm in the wrong place. Friends ask, why do you play Final Fantasy? Me, it's complicated. Yeah. You've got two big reasons, actually. Alright, what the hell is Melmond again? Oh, way the back there, okay. A Frogurt friend for the plot. Yeah, it's all about the plot. I play Final Fantasy games because Final Fantasy XIV got me completely hooked. And I just wanted to see the shit they were referencing. And turns out I actually really enjoy these games. Alright, who the hell is the scientists? He said it was near the graves, I think. Oh, was it this guy? Oh, it is. Just a moment. Let me see that tablet. This is the Rosetta Stone. This makes it possible to decipher Lufenian. Okay. Yes, of course. That's what that was. It all makes sense. Here, allow me to express my gratitude by teaching you Lufenian. In like 5 seconds? God, I wish learning a language was that easy. I tried to learn Japanese for like a year, and then I was like, I'm not getting anywhere. I'm dumb as hell. There, now you can speak Lufenian too. I prefer Lightning over Tifa, mostly because her design isn't overly fan service. Original Lightning? Sure. Sequel Lightning? You're out of your mind. 13-2 Lightning and Lightning Returns Lightning is ridiculously fan servicey. Her outfits in Lightning Returns are like stripper gear. It's brutal. Prefer Vanille. Yes, that is the absolute moron who made the who moaned every time she did anything. I'm a fan guy myself if I had to pick from 13. She's just edgy. Lightning is very edgy. And I like edgy. I like Lightning in 13. She's one of the few characters I actually enjoyed in 13. Sequel Lightning less so. They lobotomized her. Like, canonically. Voice acting in Crisis Core was cringe as hell. Yeah, it was pretty anime. I still think Zack is my favorite protagonist. I can't remember. No, I think I put Clive over him, but Zack is really, really good. Zack is the best thing about Crisis Core. Might be one of my favorite characters in all of Final Fantasy. Oh, an Allosaurus. That's just a regular dinosaur. Character called Zack and he yells in Sephiroth's ear or some shit. Honestly, Zack doesn't really yell at any... Well, actually, you know, he yells at people, but that's because people are just being edgy shitlords the whole time. Particularly Genesis Valentine, which is still the most ridiculous name I've ever heard. I'll never forget the fucking cutscene where they're in Angeal's hometown, and Valentine starts quoting Loveless, the fucking poetry book, and Zack, like, in the middle of him quoting it, just yells at him to just shut up. Just, like, in the background, you hear Zack going, "Shut up! I'm warning you!" Like, he's just had enough, and he just can't take it anymore. Oh my god, that cutscene still kills me. It's so funny. Truly, he is all of us in that moment where he's just like, I've had it up to here with you, I need you to stop talking. It's the most realistic a Final Fantasy character has ever been. Oh yeah, that's Genesis Valentine, which, like I said, it's like a DeviantArt ass name. Sonic OC name. Titus's VA had a blast when he laughed. I hope the voice actors in FF10 had a good time, because that was pretty much their first time voice acting for a Final Fantasy game. We the Lufenians, the descendants of the race that once lived among the clouds, the sky people. We use a vessel we call an airship. It was built by one of our ancestors, a man by the name of Sid. Ah, so Sid is in this game. Got it. Cool. Let's just pass down, and forged use that fall of civilization in the sky. Warriors bearing light will come forth to save our people. Isn't this the plot of Skyward Sword? Very vaguely. The light bears, the legend is true. Okay. Yeah, Sonic OC name, tortured poet mentality. Fucking Genesis Valentine is too much. It was like, you would just stop. I know why that scene is the way it is. Like, I've seen enough memes about it and I've read about it enough to know why that scene is cringe. It's supposed to be cringe. But, like, this still doesn't make it any less cringe. But, we'll see. I don't know when we'll play 10. I think we're probably gonna play Strangers in Paradise next, because it's actually chronologically before 1. So we'll play Strangers in Paradise, or Stranger in Paradise, not Strangers. And then I think we'll play 2, and then we might do 10. Like I've said, of the Final Fantasy games we have left, 10 is the one I'm least excited about, but I still want to play it. Oh, Mirage Tower, okay. You use another entity controlling the 4 fiends, who has to its locations, and 5 warriors. Much time has passed since we heard from them. Hope no harm has befallen them. Well, is they were going for instead of trying to force being serious? Yeah, I mean, like, there are ways to write it serious and have it not be terrible. But Titus is a distinctly unserious character. He's very shonen, and I do like shonen. But he's also like kind of the idiot hero mentality, which I've been less happy about. Oh wait. Said our last hope of the 5 warriors we sent out, but they said they fell victim to the curse of the fiends and returned to bats. Oh. Interesting. Tiamat blocks the power of wind, the source of the sky people's strength. Okay, so that's the fiend of wind. Tiamat. Really, legendary heroes, take this chime with you. Grant you passage to the Mirage Tower. There we go. Talk to like all of the NPCs but the one I needed. Alright, that's how we get into Mirage Tower. That's where we need to go next. At least he has a good heart. Yeah. Still better voice acting than Shenmue. That's a low bar. I don't know much about Shenmue, but I've seen some clips, and oh boy. Years ago, I was Chinese. What? Is that a Shenmue quote? I don't know anything about Shenmue, except that I think the creator of Shenmue started like a Kickstarter to make another Shenmue game. and he got the money he needed and made another Shenmue, and fucking nobody bought it because nobody actually cares about Shenmue. It was mostly just a meme. But at least he got some money. Or at least I think that's what happened. I think they got the money they needed. And worm. Never mind. Yo, why don't the guys in Dune just punch the big worm? Did they think about that? Did anyone try? I don't think I need to heal, but I probably should. While we're here. Because who knows, this could kick my ass. The first 6 of Final Fantasies have something special about them that they can't replicate through modern technology. I guarantee you they absolutely can, they just won't want to. Because it's not profitable. They could make a game just like the original Final Fantasies if they wanted to. They just don't because there's not a market for it anymore. Raj Tower, first floor. Reminds me of the tower in Gen 3 of Pokemon. I forget what it's called. Oh, that is a lot of chests. Okay. People don't like pixel art. There are people who like it, but most people don't. It's a very niche thing nowadays. They can get pixel art to be profitable. But for the most part, like, the massive audience just wants realistic graphics. Guardians, huh? Because, I mean, you still have, like, Undertale. That's 100% pixel art. And that's not even, like, exceptionally good pixel art. It's like the really classic old style where it's just 2 colors. And Undertale was still crazy popular. One of the best-selling games of the decade. Was it this decade that came out? When did... that was like 2016? I forget when Undertale came out. But that took the world by storm, so there is still a market for it, but it's... You gotta make, like, crazy money for it. 2015, okay, I was close. Like, you gotta be huge for it to be profitable, otherwise you're just wasting money. But, it's got an audience. I think they did well with the Pixel remasters of the first 6 FFs. Yeah, I think the Pixel remasters are actually very well received, and they're very good remasters. Like for those that like it, I think they're probably the de facto way to play the old Final Fantasies nowadays. Unless you really want to emulate the old ones, I think you can just get the Pixel remasters and be fine. I think they're high enough quality that no one's really going to complain. And, like, they have the new arrangements of the music and stuff. Like, they didn't even have to go that far, but they went the extra mile. So, I think it was good. It was a good way to sort of honor the legacy of the old FFs, but I don't see them making another pixel graphics FF anytime soon. They might make another turn-based one, but probably not pixelated. Aegis Shield. Vorpal Sword. Ooh, Snicker Snack. Can we use that? Oh, we can. It's actually worse than everything, though. 24 attack, 24 accuracy. Huh. That's just worse. Does it have a special effect? Oh, it's really accurate, I see. I don't think that matters for me. Yeah, because the Ice Brand is just better at this point. Okay. Unless it has a hidden effect, but I don't think it does. Don't mind if FF got the HD 2D treatment that Dragon Quest III is getting. Ooh, yeah. I mean, I don't think they even need to do that anymore with the Pixel remasters. Because that's, I mean, maybe. They've done stuff like that before. I don't think it was as well received. Because they've made, like, many versions of, like, FF6 and I think FF4 as well. Where there were, like, little 3D guys as well. And I think there were also like updated 2D versions of them, but I don't think they were super well received. I could be wrong on that. I'm not totally sure. Poison, huh? I think with the Pix remasters, everyone kind of got what they wanted. Extra dungeons with super hard enemies for those who like to build their characters. They did that in other versions. I think FF4 had exactly that. Where they had like extra dungeons and stuff. They could, but like I said, I don't think those versions were super well received. Healing Helm. So it'd be kind of a potentially not ideal business decision for them. Yeah, might as well have that. Money. All right, is that it? Well, you never know. I think with the Pix remasters, they're probably not going to touch the old FFs anymore. Not unless they were going to remake them, a la FF7. Which I don't think would be poorly received. I mean, it would be basically a different game. But, like, it's not like it would be trying to step on the toes of the old game. It would just be vaguely the same game. Although I would hope they wouldn't do the FF7 thing of splitting into 3 games, because that's just not necessary. I'm still hoping one day FF8 gets the 7 remake treatment. Because as much as I love FF8, it's got some issues that I think a modern remake could potentially alleviate. And I could really see FF8 working very well for the remake style of combat. All right. Door down there. Do I have to go all the way around? Sure do. Rip. Alright. I still think that the junction system in 8 was close to being perfectly fine. It just needed a tweak for it to be really good. Oh, these guys do petrify. I should have been a little more careful here. That's fine. I think I'm gonna get bailed out. Yeah, we're good. They just needed to up the cap of how many you could draw at once, or reduce how much a full stack of magic would be. Instead of like 99, make it like 20 or something. That was all they needed to do, and the junction system would have been perfectly fine. Like, it's an easy enough fix, you could potentially mod it in. Masters do a decent job at scratching that nostalgia itch, yeah. And for those who want to get into Final Fantasies like me, who don't have any nostalgia for the games, they're still really good products in and of themselves. Like, you're getting the classic game, but updated to the point where it's a little more accessible. I think that goes a long way. Oh, another one of those guys. Chimera. Ooh. I think we just attack through this. I don't think I have to be particularly careful here. I will actually use a heal here. Stop the staff. 4 hits. Okay. Blaze. Okay, good thing I queued up that heal. Not gonna matter. Yep. I'm too strong. Nobody leveled up. More strength, more stamina, Mytholomew, more intellect, more agility. Hell yeah. Wait. Oh, you're still behind. It's a real question to see where they go with Final Fantasy, though. Because 16 is a very different game than all the other modern Final Fantasies. It's just a straight up character action game. Which I think was to its benefit, honestly. Especially after playing 13. But they also had the 7 remakes that are still like kind of like 13 in that sort of like modern Final Fantasy style that they've liked to do. And that worked pretty well, so they could go either way. Hilaga's probably overkill, so use the Hilaga. It's also a question of how much can Creative Studio 3 handle at once, because they're also running 14. And Dawn Trail had some issues, which may have arisen because they were working on 2 different games at once. So, who knows? But at least Square Enix is finally making profitable products again. Well, some, anyways. They still have plenty of flops in recent years. They'll make shit like Foam Stars, but you never know. Let's do a regular heal. Okay, see ya. Combat for Rebirth looks fun. Music is still quite good too. Oh yeah, music is the one thing they really haven't missed on. I wasn't crazy about 13's soundtrack, but it still had some good bangers in there. And 16's soundtrack is stellar. Soken is a genius. I love that man. He hasn't let me down yet. So I think in the music department they're still cooking along no problem. I feel like some of those are going to be trapped, but let's find out. Like the one thing I don't think they have to worry about. Yeah, Rebirth is the 7 remake. I usually just call it Remake 2. Just for ease. Yeah, it's the multiple discs of FF7, so they made multiple games. I honestly don't think they needed to, though. Because FF7 Remake still has a lot of padding. And like shit they didn't need to do. And in the original FF7, the last disc is literally just the final boss. It's the final dungeon and the final boss, and that's it. So, realistically, they could have made it shorter. They didn't need to make it 3 games. They probably could have gotten away with 2, maybe even 1. But, hey, it's more money. People are buying it, so who cares? Thor's Hammer. Huh. Interesting. Can any of us use that? Mathalamu can. Okay. Casts Thundara? Sure. That makes sense. I'm getting so much money that I can't use. I have nothing to buy. Sunblade. Oh my god. Effective against the undead. Great. Let's just put that on nobody. 10,000 gil. Dragon Mail? Jesus Christ. I don't know if anyone can use the Dragon Mail. No, okay, that's only for Warrior. Edge. Defense 42. God damn. Guards against fire. Nice. Shame. Oh well. Oh boy. Attack. You have level 7 spells slots, but no spells I can teach you. That is weird. I feel like there's maybe one that I missed that we could have taught him some. I'll have to go look after this. I think we just Thundaga and Holy and... maybe not Holy. Maybe we'll use the, no, we'll use the, Thor's Hammer. That'll probably kill. How much does this do? Not bad. That should kill. Yep. Cool. So you can turn, nice you can turn off encounters that makes traversing the overworld of these games so much more comfy. Yeah. The cheats in this game that you can have, like just straight up increasing how much gil and XP you get just to like ease the grind, if you want to, is really, really nice. It's super nice that they have features like that in the remasters. And honestly, you don't even need them that badly. Like, we haven't grinded much in FF1 at all. I think there was maybe one period that we did a little bit of grinding, and that was it. Otherwise, this game's leveling curve has been pretty solid. And we've even avoided some encounters as well. Like, I've turned off encounters a couple times. Just to speed things up. So it's super nice they have the option. Oh, I'm backing myself into a corner here. Sure. Like, even when we played FF4, I don't think we did much grinding at all. They seem to have gotten a level curve pretty good. Even in later Final Fantasies, like 9 had very little grinding. I think when we got to like new areas, you just spent like 1 hour like doing a couple battles and you were good. I think I went the wrong way, didn't I? Oh no, I'm good. And then 8's weird leveling system meant that like you never had to grind. But it's honestly something they've had pretty solid for decades. Even 7 had never had a problem with it. It's never final. Oh yeah, not until it stops making money. Which it's come close on a couple of occasions, but now they have 14, which is like Square Enix's most profitable thing ever, and it's keeping the lights on. Amazon Journey to the west, took the warp queue, went to Sierra Master. Okay, that's how we know to go to the west, which we already did. We just have to hope that, you know, 14 doesn't shoot itself in the foot and screw over the company. Blue Dragon, huh? Let's just attack him. How bad could it be? Ooh. Our side took 1 hit and that was it. Hey, buddy. Cube travel. Oh, excuse me. Beyond the sky. I'll take the Flying Fortress. Let's go. Little 14. Gameplay's nice. Feels like a mix of 13 and 15. Okay. I don't know if I would say that because it's like nothing like 13. But, sure. '15, I kind of see a little bit. But, hey, to each their own. This is a new song. For a second, I thought it would have the same soundtrack as the other dungeons, but this is unique. Alright, cool. Oops, nope. I do not like the modernized FF font. It looks very cheap. I assume you tried out the free trial of 14, which is incredibly generous. So generous we have a fucking command for it. Let's just use Thor's hammer. Poison darts. Okay, I see how this is gonna go. Yeah, MMOs are absolutely not for everyone. Arguably, they're not even for me. I've played other MMOs that I did not like. 14 has been the very rare exception. Like when I brought up playing 14 to my friends for multiplayer day on Wednesdays. Oh. Adventurous Wayfarer traveled to all the map locations. Hey, nice, we found all the maps. Or found all the locations. Sick. When I brought it up to them, I was the one expecting to like it the least. Because I've played plenty of MMOs before that I did not like. So I was like, alright, well, I'll take the L on this because we're looking for something to play, and This is free and has a lot of content, so let's give it a shot. And now it's my third favorite game of all time. It's very different than other MMOs, though. It supports a single-player experience a lot more than others, which some people like, some people don't. I personally love it. Razer. It's spelled like the computer company. What the hell is that? I don't know what it is. Is it a sword? It is. Saber that casts Scourge when used. Isn't that the one that has a chance of just instantly killing everything? Fuck. It's considerably weaker than the Defender. But shit. Free Scourge ain't bad. We'll try it. Yeah, it's just chests everywhere. Give it a shot, why not? 7 hits! Okay. Well, if our defenses weren't super good, that'd be a problem. Whoop. Wasn't the Evil Eye a boss at some point? Aren't they doing the classic RPG bosses as regular monsters things? Black Flan! Ooh. You guys have high defenses? You sure do. This is where our magic is going to come in handy. Okay, yeah, that does instantly kill. Unless we crit, but we do not kill these guys. Those guys are a little annoying. Yeah, we are kind of stomping our way through this now, which is pretty nice. That class upgrade from Bahamut to upgrade the jobs is clutch. If you don't do that, honestly, you'd probably be pretty rough at about this time. The healing helm, another protect ring, Spirit Naga. Cool. All right. 5,000 gil. Can we use a protect ring on somebody? It's better for Lance. Put that on. I think this is still better than having nothing. Yeah, by a lot. Oh, anyone else? Nope, they all have protect rings. Okay. This reminds me of Twilight Princess a lot, actually. This is just like the city in the sky. I gotta replay Twilight Princess at some point. I gotta replay Okami. I haven't played Okami in a bit. I've been getting a bit of a craving to go back. Oh, paralyze. Okay. Pixel remasters are definitely not as clunky as their NES counterparts. No. They are very nice and accessible. Those old NES games, they were great for the time. But we've come a long way. Got both. Level up. Cool. Everything but agility and stamina. And inflect one up again. Hell yes. Like I've said, these Pixel remasters are probably the definitive way to play the game nowadays. They're just very good products. Alright, just a bunch of money. Still annoys me that they added the ability to change the music from the original to the new arrangements after I played FF4. I wanted that ability to do that for the entirety of FF4, and then they added it after I finished. Son of a bitch. Okay, see ya. RSI, everything but intellect. Oh, yeah. Up we go. Is there going to be multiple floors of this one? Oh, this shit again? God damn it. Alright. I love doing this. Putting you in a big circular room where there's chests and rooms in every corner. They've done this, I think, in like every dungeon. Level up. Just strength, huh? And I guess HP. Alright. How you doing for defense, Lance? 46 versus 58. Okay, we're still having nobody in the front. The Adamantide's in one of these rooms? Ooh, is it? Oh, yeah, you can see it right fucking there. We gotta go bring that to the dwarf. That's Helm, cottage, alright. Is there a stat that triggers preemptive strikes, or is it just random? Because I feel like we get them pretty often. Could be agility. Thanks for coming. God, we are swimming in money. I have 567k. I have 500,000. Over 500,000. Jesus. I'm glad this party structure actually worked out. I was a little worried about Monk for a while, but once we figured out how he works, it's actually pretty good. Definitely a more late game class. But he ain't bad. I was a little worried we didn't have like a good frontliner because our defenses weren't super high, but once Thief got updated to Ninja, that wasn't much of a problem anymore. Manticore. Ow. Okay, nice. Drop a heal. Adamantites! Is this a story quest item, or is it skippable? Like, if you don't get that, is it do you have to come back here? Like the Rosetta Stone in the water shrine? Because it seems like the dwarf's just gonna make a sword out of it, which is good. Strong gear is nice, but maybe he'll make something I need. Slow on both of my marshals, huh? Cringe. Still got him. Is there a way to undo debuffs? Like, if they get slowed, can I do anything about that, or am I just boned? Is there a white mage spell that I'm... Oh, yeah, it's Dispel. No, that's enemies' magical defenses. I actually don't know. Maybe haste will just undo it. Like in, I think 4 does that. Probably other games. Black robe, I bet you I can't use that. Guards against ice and time irregularities. Casts Blazara when used. There's no fucking way any of us can wear that. Nope. That is black mage equipment. White robe. Now that we can put on Bartholomew. Fire and instant death casts Invisora when used. Ooh, for 1% less evasion. Yeah, we'll take that. Don't mind if I do. I wonder how good Avisra is at this stage. Could be very useful. We didn't really use Invisible much. We used it like once, and then I was like, all right, that's fine. Because evasion seems like it's very much of a gamble. I'm not a big gambler. Okay. Probably had the right idea. Maybe it'll come in handy, I don't know. Better to have it not need it than need it not have it. Alright. Diamond shield and a ribbon. I think we have both of those and we can't use them. Yeah, that's warrior only gear. Ooh, nice. Last one. Fuck. Level up. Strength and agility. A bit of HP. Excuse me. More intellect. Hell yeah. Diamond gloves. I think we might be able to use those? No. It said gloves and not like gauntlets, and I thought maybe. Just maybe. Do anything special? Oh no, we already had some. Alright, so the diamond gear is only for warrior. Okay. That's fine. That is what fighters need, is gear for them, because they're kind of dependent on it. Everyone else kind of gets by. At least in D&D. And given how this game has been so far, it seems like that's also the case. Okay, even more buildings. I assume one of these is going to be the one that we need. All right, we'll find out. Whoops, I didn't mean to go back. I rowed myself. I love how I keep saying, like, rowed as a thing that can happen, and almost nobody knows what the fuck I'm talking about. Because that's a thing that comes from Okami. Which I don't think anyone who watches knows about. At least my playthrough of it. Okay, more strength and intellect on our side. Cool. Alright, which one? Oh no, the stairs are right there. Okay. There's nothing in there. At least I don't think that's anything. Nothing in there. There's chests there. Okay. Top 3 rooms. Protect ring. Poison is still annoying. Nice. Level up. More stamina. Excellent. Let's get some potions in here. We're actually okay. 46 defense, 47 attack. Hey, we're on par with Ninja. Oh yeah. Soldier. Oh, okay, it's kind of hard. Good to know. Oh, the Rakshasas are annoying. I remember that. Okay, well, never mind. Boy, Scourge is real handy when it goes off. Protect Cloak. Ooh. Who can wear that? Oh, is it maybe an arms thing? No? Shield? Oh, it's a shield. Interesting. Defense plus 8, weight plus 2. That's quite a bit of defense. I think that's for Arsai, because I don't think he has anything. Oh, we could put it on Bartholomew. He doesn't really get hit that much compared to Arsai. Although I think Arsai, let's see, well, the defense is actually pretty close. You know, Bartholomew doesn't have a shield yet, so we'll give it to Bartholomew. Unless... No, okay. Lance can't have it. Alright. Clothes! Thanks. Fucking starter gear. Neat. Thanks, man. Gold needle. Alright. I guess I'll check these two. Let me talk to this guy up here also. Maybe he has something. Observation window, you can look out on the entire world. Observation window looks out upon the world. Four forces of fire, earth, water, and wind appears in mist, converging on a single point. Point at the center of the four altars. This must be the location of the Chaos Shrine. Ah, we needed to do this. Interesting. That's, we know where that is. Yeah, that's just, we already know where the Chaos Shrine is. That's where we went before. That was like our first place to go. Okay. So I guess it doesn't really tell us anything we didn't know, but probably telling us to go back. Alright. And just in case you couldn't figure it out, that you probably had to go back. Alright, are these anything? Analyzing Tiamat, no known weaknesses. Oh, okay. Does these have something else in here? Yeah, go ahead. Silence my master. My monk. I'm real busted up about it. And goodbye. That hurts a little bit. Null Blaze, huh? I have bad news for you. Catch these hands. Null that. Okay, these all say the same thing. Alright, that was pointless. Ambushed? Damn it. Wow, he woke up immediately. At least that makes sense, because that's usually how sleep works for me when I use it on enemies. They fall asleep and then immediately get back up next turn. Which I think is how it works. I think it just cancels whatever they're doing, but it doesn't stop them from doing anything else. On later turns. So it's potentially useful, but I should probably heal here, actually. We're getting a little low. Sleep doesn't even cancel the same turn. It's possible for an enemy to wake up and select the turn you sleep them. Wow, what's the point then? Like, why though? Why would you use it? We'll drop a heal Aga. I guess it is a pretty low level spell, so I guess it's not supposed to be crazy good, but still. Oops. No longer one guaranteed turn of sleep after being successfully inflicted. Enemies are capable of waking up the turn as inflicted, meaning it's possible they will not miss any turns. Huh. Change that as explicitly this version of the game. Interesting. I could see it being too strong given how low level of a spell it is, but that does kind of make it useless. Or at least very, very much of a gamble. Sasuke's blade? Yo, where's Naruto's? Who the hell can use that? Is that Ninja? It is Ninja. Ha! It's Ninja only, it looks like. Sure, we'll use that. It's one more attack, so might as well. 5 more accuracy, which is already at 100%, so it doesn't really matter. But more damage is more damage. Yeah, we got Flame Shield, we got Ice Armor. Yeah, I want to keep Saber on, because Saber is very good. All right. Wouldn't mind an FF game where he plays the monsters / enemies. There's been, I think, a handful of games that have tried out that concept. I don't think it's... It's kind of hard to do. Because monsters... Their whole deal in RPGs is that there's a shit ton of them. So unless you're playing like an RTS, where like you play as a million monsters just trying to take down 4 dudes, kind of tough to do. It's possible though. There are ways to do it. I just don't know how much of a popular concept it would be. Huh. This is kind of a dick move of a map. Just trying to find where the stairs are. Pokemon did it? Did it? Pokemon also was a very different formula, which it can kind of work, because it's not dependent on numbers. Hey, Doppel. The webcomics I'm reading is a group of goblins that became a band of adventurers. I'll have 3.5 ED&D. That's neat. I haven't played a ton of Pokemon, so I don't remember ever playing as the bad guy. But for Pokemon, it makes sense because you're limited to like a small party size, and everyone is. Everyone plays by the same rules. You can only have up to 6 Pokemon. Whereas in like a classic RPG, you don't really have that restriction. Bad guy's not what Pokemon did, it was the monster? Oh, Mystery Dungeon? Oh, yeah. Mystery Dungeon is a very specific concept, though. I don't know if that would work for Final Fantasy. Maybe it could. That's a very, very niche game, though. Even among Pokemon fans. Alright, is this Tiamat? I'm thinking it is. Yep. Alright, here we go. Of course, there's still monsters in here. I'm not sure how that would work for Final Fantasy. We also, Pokemon, it makes sense because the monsters can level up. And, like, that applies to wild monsters as well. I don't know... I mean, they could do it that way for Final Fantasy, just introducing leveling mechanics for monsters. But it's a little less baked in than it is for Pokemon. But I think it's doable. Don't know how popular it would be. Dragon Quest made it work too? Did it? I don't know anything about Dragon Quest. Leveled up. More luck. More intellect and luck. Hell yeah. Should be close enough. Alright, let's do it. Come on, Tiamat. The Lich, Marileth, the Kraken. You have defeated 3 fiends and reached my lofty perch. What's up, baby? Nice heads. All the better. May the image of Tiamat, the fiend of wind, be the last to burn in your eyes. Alright, let's see how this goes. I imagine this is not going to go well for you. It hasn't gone well for any of your friends. Alright, start with Saber. Does Lance have anything here? I don't think he does. Nope. Go ahead and attack. Let's use haste on nobody first. He's about to cast magic on himself. Tiamat, based on what I know about Tiamat and D&D, is probably going to do all the elements. So we'll start putting null alls on people. Nobody the mysterious ninja. That's accurate. Nobody already has fire and ice protection, so we'll put it on Lance first. I think Arsai also has some elemental protections. Yep, Thunderbolt. Holy shit, that was a lot of damage. Okay, Healaga is going to be next. We might actually die here. This might be our first wipe. She keeps doing that. Hey, thanks for the 10 stream streak. Appreciate it. Do you have anything else here you want to use? No, I think you just want to attack. Attack. I might slap a Curaga on nobody before we do Healaga. Or we could do... no, Slowra's not going to do anything. Well, maybe it will. Hold's probably not going to go through. We'll just haste Lance. I think we'll just haste Lance. We'll absolutely use a Healaga. Poison gas. Okay, I don't think that'll hurt as much. Oh, I was wrong. I was very wrong. Okay, that's good. See this damage. 16 hits for 410. Ooh. Alright. What else can we do here for buffs? Could use Temper on Lance. Might not even need it. We'll go for it. And we'll just Healaga again. I think if we keep Healagaing, this is a hard thing to say. I think we're good here. Sick. 20 hits. She's still up. She's tough. I think we're good here. We're in a holding pattern. I think, does Temper stack on Saber? When was Gravity Magic introduced? Percentage based or drop to 1 magic? I don't know. I have a feeling not for a bit. I don't think it was in 4. So I'm guessing either 5 or 6. Unless it was in 2 or 3 and just didn't come back for 4. Volcara, I guess? Sure. I don't even know if that'll do anything, but we'll give it a shot. Ooh, Blaze. Okay, we're actually fairly protected against fire, so I think we're okay. Hey, there it is. All right, not too bad. That was probably the most dangerous of the Fiend fights that we've run into, but still not an issue. We have all the healing we need to get through it. Honestly, if we had cast Null Blaze or Null Shock, that probably would have been good, but that's fine. Nothing Healaga couldn't fix. That is all the Fiends. I don't think Silence would work because those aren't spells. They're monster abilities. They're Thunderbolt and Blaze and Poison Gas. We've tested that before. It has to specifically be like a spell that Silence will work on. If it's a monster ability, it still goes through. Wind's Caress. Restore the Wind Crystal's light. Alright, that's all the shrines, folks. I think we go to the Chaos Shrine next. I think we're ready to wrap this baby up. I think next is the Chaos Shrine. Let's go ahead and pop a cottage here, because we are a little banged up. We did get one in there. I'll go to the Chaos Shrine, and if that doesn't work, then we'll check the walkthrough. But it shouldn't take too much time just to check. So we'll go back to our bullshit shenanigans that we were doing. Excellent. Alright, is the Chaos Shrine doing some fun stuff again? Was this it? This looks different. Or did it always look this way? I think it might always look this way. Alright, hang on. Let's save. Potentially the last dungeon in the game. We're level 44 now. Jesus. Got 4 levels in there. These are the 5 guys who got turned into bats, right? Oh, yeah, here we go. By the power of Castle Grayskull. Focus the light of the four shining crystals, fire, earth, water, and wind, on the black crystal. The flow of time surges and space begins to warp. Just one step forward and you will travel back 2,000 years in time. Oh. Okay. Sure. I didn't think time travel would be a part of this, but that's fine. Oh, I didn't get a choice. It went right in. Chaos Shrine. First floor. Okay, can I go back? I can. I think I wanted to check... Oh, I can talk to these guys now. Power of the four fiends absorbed from the crystals was being fed into the past by the black crystal. The one distorting the beautiful light of the crystals is the one we've been looking for all along. The true root of all evil lies just ahead. The light of the four we've been seeking all this time. The light will open the time portal. The portal will transport you 2,000 years into the past, the beginning of the time loop. Time loop? Oh, there's like a fucking cycle in this? Oh, shit. And the light of the four crystals and the black crystal in the center of the chamber. Doing so... Yeah, okay. We are a sky people. We came to the shrine in our attempt to locate the source of the world's ruin. That was 400 years ago. Curse of the fiends changed us into these forms to prevent us from speaking. Light of the crystals enabled us to speak again. Right. I think we're good to just go in. I don't think there's anything I want to do outside. Like, I don't think there's any gear or, like, magic spells I want to buy. The only thing that I'm kind of wanting to get is, like, level 7 black magic for our side, but I don't even know if there's any he can get. Because, like, he has the slots for it, but I don't remember being able to buy any for level 7. So I think we're just good. I think we can just go. Alright. This is a big place. Oh, I do want to hear the original of this. Alright. Very Final Dungeon type music. I like the arrangement a lot. I guess we go either to the bottom left or the bottom right first? We can go up or down. I guess we'll go left first. I don't think it matters. Purple worm. Goodbye. Four white dragons. Oh shit. I thought you could only have 3 blue eyes. Is this before Kaiba got here? Hey, if you guys see a guy named Seto Kaiba, fucking run. He's gonna kill one of you. Trying to give you a heads up. All right, these guys do a little more damage. I'm not sure Scourge is going to work much in here. I feel like these guys are probably going to be pretty resistant to it. Oh, I could have bought more. You know what? 50 of each is probably fine. Okay. Oh, do we have to go through both? I think we do. Maybe. We have to trigger both of these, whatever they are. These are like levers, effectively. Oh, this is just nothing. Oh. Fucking red herring. Huh. Okay, just put you out one of them. Alright, to the right first. Cold needle, thank you. Two purple worms. Oh, God. They're down to 3. Kaiba already got to him. I'm so sorry. I'll avenge you one day. Recently got back into 14 again, trying Thaumaturge and Black Mage. They don't get much, do they? Not at the beginning, no. Thaumaturge and Black Mage are well known to have very, very slow leveling processes, but once you get to the later expansions and the late levels, they get very complicated. They're the most technical class in the game. And they are very, very punishing if you make a mistake, especially in their current iteration. Oh, he's back. All right, cool. But yeah, that's a well-known meme for Thaumaturge and Black Mage to have really slow leveling. I don't think it's until like level 60 that you actually start getting a fair bit to play around with. Which is like kind of the same for most classes, but Thaumaturge especially. For Black Mage. This is not the room I thought it would take me to. This kicks me out somewhere else entirely. Oh, this place is a lot. Are you still trying to level up every class before you move on to the next expansion? Or have you given up on that? I guess it's just that door down there. There's nowhere else to go. Nine Black Knights, huh? Seems kind of like overkill. Still doing it? Power to you. Good luck. What's the max level for the free trial? It is 70, I believe, currently. Used to be 60 when we were playing, and they semi-recently updated it to include Stormblood, which raised it to 70. Everything to 50 is the devs intended. I guarantee you they didn't intend that. Not bad. It's incredibly generous. You get the base game and the first 2 expansions completely free with very few restrictions. There's no playtime restriction. The only restrictions are how much gil you can have, and your like social abilities are very restricted. And it's mainly just to combat botting. So like bots can't make free trials and then harass people through the whispers and stuff. And like friend requests. You can easily play the free trial of 14 for hundreds of hours. It's crazy generous. Yeah, social abilities does include market use, because again, they don't want bots to fuck things up. They released 2.x to be played to 50, right? Yeah, but they don't expect you to do every class, because there's no reason to. Oh, all of us? Cringe. Okay. Level up. Strength, agility, stamina. Hell yeah. 4 HP. Thanks. Oh. Bartholomew got 6 HP. But nobody's jealous. Alright, I took a lot of hits there, actually. Chose Arcanist. Ooh, you going for the Summoner and Scholar combo. The 2 classes that share a level for some weird reason. Will I get useful here? I can just go heal Aura. Or maybe just heal. I would go heal. Summoner was my main for a lot of the game. Until Dawntrail came out. Just enjoy caster classes? Hey, casters are fun. I kind of dabble with everything. Sometimes I like melee, sometimes I like casting. I really love spell swords. Like Red Mage is a personal favorite. It's not my main in 14, but it's like probably my number 2 class. I love spell swords. Just a sec here. Now which one was Black Mage? So I picked Arcanist. I believe Thaumaturge is for Black Mage. Arcanist goes into Scholar and Summoner. Okay, just some agility. That is one thing we've talked about it before, but that is one thing that 14 does very poorly, is telling you which class becomes which job later. It's kind of a problem. Don't know if Invisor will do anything here, but okay, well, never mind. For a second, I was like, maybe he's more dangerous. 1 gil and 1 XP, huh? Thanks. Fucking, what a waste. Oh, I didn't realize this would trigger something. Oh, I forgot to give the Adamantite to the fucking dwarves. Shit. What is happening? Oh, okay. Great, thanks. Dry ether? Why would I want a dry one? Oh. 5 MP for each magic level. Okay, that's really good. Hey, chat. I'm gonna be 100% with you. I don't want to go outside and talk to the dwarves after coming all this way. So you can go ahead and just tell me what the Adamantite gives you. Because it's gonna be too much of a pain in the ass to go all the way back. I mean, I could turn off encounters. But it's fine. I have a feeling it's gonna give me a sword I can't even use. Okay. See ya. Want to play an RPG and blast some fools with magic? Nothing wrong with that. And an elixir. Okay. Gives Excalibur, apparently. Okay. What are the stats on it, and can it be equipped by Ninja? Because right now we have Sasuke's Blade, which is plus 33 attack and plus 35 accuracy. And if it gives like 50 attack, then I might go back. Is it only by night? Night ultimate weapon. All right. Fucking useless to us then. So we don't have to worry. Okay. Wow, 4 rooms with nothing in them. Great. There we go. Top left. Okay. Only we had Steiner in the party. He could use it. I don't know if we've seen Viscera come in handy at any point. Because we're kind of just stomping everybody, and everyone who hits us uses magic. That guarantees a hit. Hey, more stamina. Our attack's up to now. 49. Ooh, we've surpassed Ninja. Defense 46. I still think having these on is better. Yeah, okay, it still drops too much. Yeah, it drops really badly. If we take those off. Defense calculation is still not in our favor yet. Okay, that hurts. Cool. One of the releases, Knight got 2 better weapons? Really? It's not that surprising, considering, like I've said before, if you're a fighter, you're really dependent on what gear you can get, so I could absolutely see them throwing Knight a couple bones. Okay, so now we're up here. I think just go across. Yeah. Black plan. Oh, he has a little robe animation for the Protect robe in the shield slot. That's cool. That's a nice touch. I think we just switch back to Thundara, honestly. Everything that's hitting us is ignoring Inviscera. It's either using spells that ignore it or just hitting it through it. Oops. Here's our antidotes. I think we'll just switch back to Thor's hammer and Try and get some more damage in. Especially against these guys. Hell yeah. Up to 12 hits now, good lord. Master does look like someone from an 80s aerobics workout. He's got the singlet on, he's jacked. Got perfectly coiffed hair. And a headband. Yeah, I 100% agree. Oh, this is this level. Okay, so we have to go all the way around, I assume. Yeah. Bit of a gauntlet to get through here, but that's to be expected. That's a couple, folks. Jesus. Viscera only gives 40 evasion. Okay. I mean, that is a lot of evasion, but I just don't think evasion is that useful. Because I think our evasive stats right now are like... Yeah, that gets nobody up to 73%, and he's still getting hit. So, unless you're like building for evasion, I don't think it's really helpful. And I don't build for evasion, just it's too dangerous. Black mages get a good amount of evasion? Oh, do they? I guess that kind of makes sense because they have no other defenses. They're just in robes. I think white mages, instead of evasion, they just get a ton of HP. Because Bartholomew is, did have quite a bit of HP for a while. He's currently being outclassed by Master. But for, I think, most of the game, he was the highest HP in the party. Yeah, evasion is just gambling with your HP, and I have terrible luck. So I don't bother anymore. Or I never bother. I didn't start bothering. Oh, that was 1,000... That was over 1,000 damage. I thought the damage cap was 999s, but it is not. Now we know. I guess I'll check this room here. Oh, paralyzes cringe. Okay, never mind. Oh no, we've been in here. There's nothing in here. I still don't know what these rooms are for. They're just big and empty. Oh. Oh, is this gonna pull a Mega Man? Are we in a boss rush mode? That is classic RPG shit. Fiend of Earth? Yep, that's exactly what's going on. Okay. I assume upgraded versions of them. Alright, let's see here. Go ahead and haste Lance first. You did, Thunder, right? So we can cast Null Shock and get away with a lot here. Phase 2 of all the boss fights. Some might get more moves. Yeah, I assume they have, some nastiness. 24 hits. And only 124 damage. Okay. Let's not haste yet. We're gonna have a lot of fights to go through, so let's hold on to our hastes for now. I don't think slow's gonna help me much. Maybe just focus. No. Guess we'll just attack. We got Null Shock on. I don't think Protera is going to be super necessary. Hold on to our holies. Well, we still have 7. You know, we'll pop a holy in here. 422. Warp, huh? Sick. Nobody... That is an instant kill. Okay. That is not nice. Noted. Alright, well, we can get him back up at least. I hope he doesn't get immediately knocked down. Gonna be at 1. Okay, he's still up. Does that clear? It does clear all his buffs. That sucks. Alright, well then we won't worry about too much about buffing, because we're probably gonna get knocked down a bunch of times. We'll Curaga. Nobody here. Diara? Does this work against him? I guess we'll try it. Stop on Lance, huh? That sucks. Warp's a level 8 Black Mage spell. Oh yeah, we have seen it. I remember now. How much does this do? 232, that's actually pretty worth it. We'll Curaga again. And, we'll Diara. Okay, these are noticeably harder, as expected. I don't think I can unstop Lance in any way. Oh, both of them? Fuck, that sucks. That's really mean. Holy shit. Alright, well, let's get both of them up. Let's pop a Phoenix down on nobody. Yeah, animal life, Lance. I could try silencing him. I don't think it's gonna work. It rarely works on bosses. Or maybe this is a flare, huh? That's gonna suck. Okay. Let's get them back up again. I'm gonna need one turn where you do like one attack on Mythology, please. Kill. Oh, he missed. Thank Jesus. Warp is an 11.11% chance. Well, we've been getting very unlucky. I'm going to Curaga Lance, and then we're going to heal Laga. Hopefully this gets off before he attacks. Nope. Oh, okay, you know what? I'll take a stop. I can live with that. And because I'll live it all. Alright, cool. I'm curious if this will counteract. No, that's paralysis, not... Well, it was cast by stop. We'll try it. We'll... Curaja... Oh, Curaja would probably do it. You know what? We'll actually do that. We'll, Curaga nobody. We'll Curaja Lance. It says it clears some statuses, and that might be one of them. Yep, it is. Oh, wait a minute. I think I just remembered something. This would probably protect against warp, wouldn't it? Because it's an instant death effect? Oh, having Arsai attack is not useful. Cool, and missed on Arsai and Mythology. I didn't know that could happen. Never mind, we got him. Woo! Alright, it's a little spicy, but I also forgot about some things I could do, so that's partly on me. We got there, though. Without too much issue. 1 gil, thanks. Okay! It's weird that Ninja gets spell slots but can't use magic. That's so odd. Alright, let's go ahead. We'll stick a couple... I have so many ethers, holy shit. Give them 2 levels each, because we didn't use that much. I'll actually use some spell slots. It would be easier to heal through spell slots at this point, given how many ethers we have. I forgot I had a full stack, because I had a lot of money. And we're good. Alright, that's 1 fiend down. Here's the next one, Fiend of Fire. How do I get over there? There's a door up top. There it is. Ninja can use only 16 spells. Which ones? I've never been able to teach him any. Although I guess I never went to the original spell vendors for the low-level ones after we upgraded to Ninja. Huh. Maybe could have gone back. Oh, well, too late. I honestly don't think I would have him cast much anyways. He's better off just attacking. We'll go back to our Shenanigan Ray. Cool. Level up. Just health, alright. Lame. Just go across. 4 red dragons, huh? We'll be fine. Just don't cast Blaze. What did I say? Lance takes the brunt of that because he has very low elemental defenses. And by very low, I mean none. Cool. Hey, level up on nobody in Arsai. More HP, more strength, more luck. More stamina. Cool. Go ahead and use some cures. Alright, we don't need level 1 spell slots for this stuff, so I don't mind losing all those. And we have ethers if we need them. See ya. That's level up, agility and luck, and 9 HP. Alright, let's suck down some ethers here. Just get up to full, because I have a full stack of ethers, I might as well. Alright, quick save. Haven't wiped yet, but it might be coming up. Alright, Marilith. Let's see here. Let's do Giant's Clubs. I don't think you're going to have an instant death attack, but we're going to cast Null Death anyways, just in case you do. Haste on Lance, and we'll cast Null Death. Big damage, okay. Doesn't have very high defenses. Is he gonna miss on people again? Okay, it always misses on the casters. You do have instant death. Fucking, thank God I thought in advance. Okay. So I guess they can't get protected against death, the casters, which is really weird. I don't know why that is. I mean, I could try and cast Silence. I don't think it's going to do anything. We'll just haste nobody, and we'll try Silence. Probably not going to work, but never know. If it does work, it'll be very handy. Nope. 16 hits. Okay, that's a lot of damage on Bartholomew. 24 hits for Lance. Good lord. Thinking back on it, I should have named him Freelance. I would have had enough characters. We got Bartholomew in, for God's sake. It's just Curaga and Bartholomew. Bartholomew, just go ahead and start casting Holies. There's no reason not to at this point. Walk him up. I think we're in a holding pattern here. We'll temper Lance. Once we can. Okay. Slow roll might actually be useful here, but I think it's too late. Well, mind you, these guys have a... Never mind. I was about to say they had a lot of HP, but... We're too strong. Level 1 Fire Focus, Sleep Thunder, Blizzard Dark Temper Slow, Fire Hold Thunder, Fakara, Sleep Aura, Haste, Confuse Blizzara. All black magic. Okay, so they're basically like a level 1 black mage. Or they're like a low level black mage up to level 4. Okay. Haste could have been nice. I don't think anything else would have been very useful. Having an extra haste would have been potentially handy. Alright. Not a problem. That was easier than the other one. Yeah, mainly because I remembered that Null Death is a thing. Cool. On to the next. That's a lot of doors. No chests in here, huh? Okay, so we gotta go... Which way? Gotta go down to the left. All right. Okay. Back to our bullshits. Possibly missed out on some powerful spells. We got the level 8 white magic stuff, which has been very good. But without having a black wizard, unfortunately, we're not going to have super strong black magic, which is unfortunate. But red mage has their own uses, so I'm not too busted up about it. Cringe. Okay, then we have to go up through the center door. These guys are just like regular enemies. They're not even powered up versions. We fought these guys outside. They were not a problem there. It's interesting that this does go up to level 8 spells and not level 9, because I think at the original D&D it did go to 9. I'm wondering if that's a programming limitation. Because that would make sense if it was like an 8-bit game. They could only have 8 levels of spell slots. Anything more would be energy rollover. See that being the case. There's a second city for level 8 spells. An ulti spell in black and white level 8s. Oh, is there? Oh, I didn't know that. Which ones did we miss? We wouldn't be able to use the black mage ones because we don't have a black wizard. But what are the options? Maybe like for Scourge to kill a bunch of these guys. Perfect. That's what I wanted. Damn, free Scourge is so good. Oh, full life would have been really useful. Fuck yeah. Only having regular life. I was wondering where you got full life. That is unfortunate. Alright, we'll live. Flare for black. That does make sense. Flare's the big nuke. This gonna be the water one? Water Fiend? Where do I go to take the next class for my job? Once you get to level 30, there should be a blue quest by where you take your other class quests. And it should be part of that quest line. Yep, there it is. All right, here we go. It should show up if you're doing the main story quest. There should be a blue quest underneath that. If you just click on that, it'll take you where it is. Or it'll show you where on the map it is. For your next class quest. You should be doing those up until the end of Stormblood, which, if you're playing the free trial, is all you can go. D&D didn't have spell slots until 2000. Really? So how did Wizard work in the original? Oh, I guess it would have been Vancian casting. That's right. Wow. So actually, spell slots were invented by Final Fantasy, not D&D. Because this was 87. Yeah, Vancian casting is basically you will take a leveled spell, and you will learn that level of spell for the day. So you'll prepare like a level 3 fireball, a level 2 fireball, and then like a level, like maybe like 3. I guess you can't cast fireball at level 1, but if you had like a spell that could be upcast at different levels, you would prepare all those casts at that level for however many you could prepare at once. So instead of having like a number of spell slots and then like a number of spells that every time you cast a spell will consume one of that spell slot, you would have one specific cast of that spell at that level. It's a very old way of doing things, and pretty much no RPG does it anymore. But it's some people like it. I'm not one of them. All right, same strategy. Null death. Eight hits. We're gonna need slower on you real bad. Yeah, so they can't benefit from null death. That's really weird. I don't know why that is. Thankfully, he has no defenses, so we can just wail on him. Alright, hopefully slower even works. Doesn't work, we're gonna be, a little bit of danger. Shiraja, fuck it. Ink, fucking whiff. Slower does not work. Neat. Well, he can't one-shot us with it, so we'll be fine. We're also doing crazy damage right now. Who did he hit? Didn't hit anybody, okay. I guess Protera here. Pandara's fine. We can just keep tempering Lance until he kills it. 793 damage, it's not going to take long. I don't know why they said in the guide that this guy was the hardest one to kill. He's by far the easiest. We're kicking his ass. We'll pop a Healer in here. I don't think you can stack haste, no. Ooh, that hurt. I know Kazuki said you can stack temper. 1700 damage. Holy shit. Alright, forget whatever strategy I had for Arsai before. Casting haste and then temper on Lance is now his go-to. That's ridiculous. Yeah, 1700 damage barehanded. What a Chad. Alright, we'll pop some ethers into people. 2 should be enough. Like, I think 2 was all I needed. Monster. Alright. Oh, is there... Oh, there's one chest that's going to be down there. Well, I have to check that. It's the law. Oh, preemptive strike. Oops. Lance is doing that much? Main character syndrome? Yeah, I am the protagonist. My damage number says so. Nobody is the Sasuke, it's my Naruto. Actually, that's a bad comparison, because Sasuke's kind of a little bitch. I was gonna say Vegeta, but Vegeta's also kind of a punk for a long time. What's a good, like, rival that isn't one of those two? Like, rivals that get along. Oh, you have stupid high defenses. Never mind. I actually can't think of one. Every shonen rival is always a shithead. The few that aren't strong. Dante and Virgil? I guess. Virgil's kind of a kind of an asshole, but maybe not as much as Sasuke or Vegeta. Sure, we'll go with that. I was also gonna say like Renji from Bleach, but Renji gets power crept so fucking bad that he's barely part of the show. Masamune, ooh, that's another ultimate weapon. I think that's for ninja. It sure is. Holy shit. 56 attack and 50 accuracy, huh? Yeah, that's a little more than Sasuke's blade. All right. Hell yeah. That's gonna hurt. I'll take it. Let's see what kind of damage you can do now. 780, okay, yeah, that's a lot. Nobody needed that, he was falling a little bit behind. Oh my god. The outgoing damage is insane. Oh, Masamune can be used by everyone. Okay, we're still gonna put it on nobody because he stands to benefit the most from it. That's good to know, though. That mean we can put anything better on our side? I don't think so. I think Razor is still... Oh, Sunblade is stronger, but it doesn't let us cast Scourge, and Scourge is really useful. Sunblade is nice, but right now Arsai is not attacking at all. He's just better off buffing. And Scourge has bailed us out more than once. These random fights. Interesting, the Masamune. Does that mean it can be used by Lance? And that would be bad because it would be doing less attacks, but that'd be odd. More agility, more stamina. What's your attack up to now? Wow, okay, yeah, Masamune put nobody way ahead. They're rocking a 72 right now. I'm sitting pretty at a 50. Well, I was the protagonist. Oh, fucking 4 of these guys? Cringe. Never mind. Thank you, Scourge. That's why we keep that on. Alright. Buffed Tiamat might actually be a problem. She was already pretty strong when we fought her the first time. Like, fucking half an hour ago. If that. So this could be a little dangerous, actually. We'll probably use Null Shock. I don't think we have Null Blades, because I never went and got it. I should have. Never did, though. That's true, I do use a lot of hits. So I am actually, like, pretty close in damage to him. But 72 attack is still ridiculous. Thank you, Scourge. I am actually out-damaging him still, because of the amount of hits I'm doing. Alright, here we go. Let's try and not die here. Drop a quick save. Alright, last fiend. See what you got. I mean, I already know what you have, but you have new stuff, I assume. Okay, you go to attack. We're gonna haste Lance. We'll cast Null Shock to help with Thunderbolt. You have Scourge, huh? Should've cast Null Death. Alright, it's fine. We got past it that time. But that could have been very bad. Okay, that's very good. Can they not benefit from any of the Null moves? That's really weird. Alright. Get that train rolling. Oh, there's the Thunderbolt. Hey, Null Shock helped out. I guess they can't benefit from any of those. Huh. Speeding up. Trains are rolling. All right. I think we can just do Holy here. Anything else we want to do? Yeah. Ooh, Blazara. That could hurt. Never mind. It was actually no big deal. Okay, that's 2,000 damage. That's a new personal best. Amazing. Let's keep going. We'll switch to a Hilaga here. Ice Storm. That's going to hurt a lot, actually. Oh, no, it's not. Never mind. In old versions of this game, you could actually kill her with Scourge. Oh, really? That's funny. Yeah, I imagine that got patched out. Oh, okay, that was actually less. There maybe is a cap to that. That's it. That's all the fiends, baby. Tempered Lance is a monster. All right, is this it? Is this the final battle? Oh, this is looking pretty final. Is that a Star of David? Is Garland Jewish? What the hell? All right, shalom, brother. Of course, there's still enemies in here. I say brother, I'm not Jewish. Oh, I said that. I get bailed out by Scourge here? That'd be nice. Or crits. Crits will work. Okay, or Scourge. Wow, okay. I was worried about these guys when I saw that they were at, like, crazy defenses, and we've been steamrolling them, no problem. Alright. Intended their weaknesses, but it got patched over when they made all bosses immune to instant death. Oh, okay. Yeah. It's never really fun to have bosses get killed by instant death. It's like a fun meme, but it kind of takes away a lot of the gameplay. Here we go, maybe, actually. Potentially the final boss? Oh yeah, there he is. Sup, Garland, you son of a bitch. Do you remember me? I was once the most renowned knight of Cornelia. I do. 2,000 years from now, you killed me. I am Garland. Oh, you did defeat me then, but the four great forces saved me by sending me back through time. Is this the plot of Chrono Trigger? Once here I sent the four fiends into the future, where they shall once again use the four great forces to send me into the past. In 2,000 years I will remember none of this. Oh shit, okay. Got a phase 2. But I will be reborn again here. So even as you die again and again, I shall return, born again into this endless cycle that I have created. Oh boy, hey, it's Chaos! I fought you in 14. Here we go. Oh, this arrangement is sick. Okay, let's go ahead. I should have healed before I went in here. I don't know why I didn't. Let's go ahead and haste and temper again. I just forgot to... I don't think it's going to matter. I don't think we're going to run out of spell slots, and unless this is crazy hard. But I think we're going to be okay. We are going to just start with Null Death, because I've been burned too many times. Cyclone. Oh, that's bad. Oh, yeah, that's a lot of damage. Okay. We're going to need to get a Hilaga out fast. I don't have Strangers of Paradise installed. I didn't think we'd beat the game tonight. But it shouldn't be an issue, because I think we can install it pretty quickly with the speeds here. I'm going to Curaga on Lance, and then we'll Hilaga. Slowra sucks. Okay. We'll have to Curaja nobody. That's no big deal. Alright, we're good. Yeah, he's going to do doogie damage for a bit. Temper Lance. Let's Curaja nobody. Blaze, okay. I should set up Null Shock. Oh, Lance took a ton of damage there. hoping we would get Kiraja out first, but that's okay. Keep tempering. I'm a little worried Lance is going to take another hit that kills him. Same with Arsai, but I'm going to try and get null shock set up. Just in case it helps out. Ooh, that might have been a bad call. I don't think it would have mattered. They still would have died. Oh, no, they're still up. Damn close. Oh, he's still slowed? Kiraja doesn't cure that? Fuck. Alright, I guess nobody's basically out of the fight. Because I don't think I can clear that with anything. We're going to Kiraga on Lance just in case. I'm going to set up a Healaga. I hate that that's so hard to clear. Zara, okay, that's no big deal. Yeah, we'll be fine. 1200, alright, we're ramping up. Oh, do I have a remedy maybe? I don't think I ever bought one. Shit, that would have helped. I don't know if hasting him gets rid of slow, because he's technically still hasted, I think, right? Oh no, he's sabered right now. That's actually a good call. Let me try hasting him. Every time this has happened, where someone has been slowed, and I thought, oh, I wonder if we can haste him to get rid of that. We've never gotten the chance because the enemy has died. We're gonna find out in the final boss fight if this works. Hey, Mytholomew, Chaos already? We are. Well, I didn't expect to finish this tonight, but we're in it to win it. Another Healaga. Ooh, okay, he does have physical attacks. That hurts. Can we get a shut up from Mytholomew, please, and thank you? I don't know if that worked. I'm gonna go back to tempering Lance. This is our last Healaga, and then we're gonna be a little worried. I might be able to dry ether on Mytholomew, actually. Probably get away with that. Okay, we can look at that. Might as well use it now. We're not gonna get another chance. Oh, okay, they did fix it. He's back up to 8 hits. Okay, now we're talking. I think there is a cap to how many tempers work on one person. I think we might have hit it. We did get the Masamune. It's on nobody right now. I guess we can temper nobody. I don't think it overwrites Saber. I think it can stack with it. They're both hasted right now, I think. Oh, no, nobody's not hasted. It just canceled out the slow. Yes, haste does work. Of all the times to find out on the final boss. Alright, we're going to try and stick the dry ether into Mytholomew and see if it works here. I have Null Shock set up. Good thing I did that in advance. That paid out. Alright, so we got 5 extra spell slots. Lance is doing monster numbers. As God intended. Let's go ahead and... I don't think focus is going to help us here. Could just Cura. I think Healaga is going to bump him up, though. But we're probably going to take another hit, so we'll use Kiraga on nobody. Just to make sure. Yeah, no. We'll use it on nobody, because he's lowest. We'll pop a Healaga. We could also do Protera, I guess. I don't think it's going to matter that much. Alright, so we can live that. And then, yeah, Healaga should bring him back to full. Everyone else will be a little low, but that's fine. Oh, actually, we're doing okay. Let offset it. He's a 2% chance to do a bullshit thing. Alright, well, we'll find out if that happens. My luck has been pretty bad before, but seem to be hanging in there. We'll Kiraga on Lance. Actually, you know what? No, we're going to temper on nobody. I want to see if this overwrites Saber. I don't think it does, but it might. We're going to use a regular Healer here. We're actually doing okay for damage. And in case this goes off before the damage hits. Ooh, that's not good. Okay. Terra might be the way to go here. He might be hitting for a lot. Unless... Oh, I might be able to slow row to counteract that. Let's try that. I'm going to set up Protera anyways. There goes nobody. I knew that was going to happen. Nope, that's not going to work. Okay. Let's go ahead and... Ooh, don't like that. Don't like that at all. I mean, I could try... Maybe it's a chance-based thing, and I just didn't get lucky, but I have a feeling he's just immune to it. I'll try one more time, and we'll get nobody up. Thankfully, it only works on his physical attacks. Ooh, that's a lot of damage on Lance. No. Okay, it's just not going to work. The bad news is I'm pretty sure nobody's instantly going to get schwacked back down. We'll try and use an elixir on him. If we don't use it now, then when? You're alive! You are alive. You're hanging in there. We do have to rebuff him, which is unfortunate. I'm just going to try and line up like all the healing I can on him, just hoping that one of them goes out before the damage hits. No, I have to go heal Aga. Oh, he hasted himself again. Does that do anything? Doesn't matter. We killed him. Yeah, baby. Garland ain't shit. Fuck yeah. Hi, Arsai. You're just in time. I believe we just finished the game. Let's see how much of an epilogue they have here. Probably not a ton. This is going to take a while. That 2% thing is him casting Curaja on himself. Ooh, that is mean. That is rough. The fact that this turned out to be a time travel story in the end is wild. That was the last thing I expected. This was a time loop the whole time? If they hadn't told me that, I never would have got that. The time loop was severed at last. The endless struggle that raged over 2,000 years had ended, and peace prevailed once more. The light of the four crystals restored the forces of wind, water, earth, and fire. Is the Masamune still equipable by everyone? According to chat, I never tested it on anybody else because nobody was just the one person that we wanted to give it to. But chat said yes, well, I assume so. It was a mere trick of fate that had given rise to the chain of Garland's wrath. But magnified by the four forces meant to guide our world, that trick of fate also gave birth to the fiends. We'll let it go some more. Yeah, like he's our only physical attacker that was like doing much besides Lance, and Lance can't equip anything because he's a monk or master. Yeah, the wiki has also lied before, so we don't know, but I trust chat. Chat will let me know if they're wrong. Monsters had run rampant as the world sank into darkness, but all that is now past. With the four forces flowing as they were meant, the warriors prepared to cross time and return to the world they knew. A world where Princess Sarah, Queen Jane, and even Garland himself awaits. Why did they mention Queen Jane? She's not part of the story. If you don't just randomly talk to her in the kingdom, she doesn't show up. Fuck, I don't even know if I knew her name. What? Of all the characters, okay. Not the king? When was this fateful day that sent time spiraling into a loop? None can say. Are we gonna find out in Stranger in Paradise? We're gonna find out all this time loop shenanigan started? That could be fun. It seemed the cycle in which time had fallen would last forever. The bravery of four young travelers changed that. They took the forces that filled the world with darkness and used them to bathe the world in light. This is really long. This keeps going. Maybe Jane was one of the devs' wife, but he missed an anniversary. That's how he makes it up to her. Fucking, who knows? Maybe. None will ever recall the struggle the four endured, for the breaking of the chain means that it never existed. But within the tales of fantasy that people tell, the memory of their deeds lives on. I remember Nintendo Power insisting that White Wizard should have it so they can deal damage. I think the damage cap was different back then, though. Yeah, we did up to 2,000 damage. I assuming originally it was 999. That might have been changed for either the remaster or a different version. I mean, White Wizard does have Holy, which did do pretty good damage. It wasn't comparable to like Ninja or Master, but it did something. Decent amount. Tales of dwarves and elves, of dragons and shining civilizations that reached for the heavens even as they fell. And now the return is upon us. The memory of their struggle buried deep in their hearts, they will quietly watch over our world. It's still going. This is killing me. It's so slow. If it would scroll just like 50% faster, it'd be fine. Chaos at 20k HP. Okay, that makes sense for a final boss. Remember always that the forces of the world must be used as they were intended, that the power of light must never be used for dark, and that the true crystals reside in your heart. Is this a PSA? Are they going to tell me not to do drugs? For you are the warrior who crossed time. You are the bringer of light. That's me. I'm a warrior of light in 2 games now. Hell yeah. Sorry, I'm a bringer of light in this. It's different. Legally adjacent. They lost the rights to Warrior of Light in the merger. I don't know. Alright, I think that's it for Final Fantasy 1. I think we're just in credits territory now. Little 5-part slapper? Not bad. Not bad at all. This is definitely shorter than other Final Fantasies, but that is a low bar. Because other Final Fantasies routinely take like 60 hours, at least. So this taking, what was this? Probably about a 20-hour completion? 5 streams of about 4 hours each? It's probably less than that. It's probably closer to like 16. That's not bad, though. That's a decent amount of time. To the fans across the globe, both past and present, and to the crew who brought the originals to life, we offer our profound and heartfelt thanks. Oh, is this from the remaster team? Oh, that's nice. A nice little message. And there we go. That's Final Fantasy 1. Whoops, I hit the mic stand again. That's going to happen a lot while I'm here. It's in a place where it's very easily hittable. So I apologize in advance. There we go. The original from 1987. Kind of. The remaster did change some things, but that's to be expected. So, let's talk about it, shall we? Guess I'll tell you now, in that one playthrough I did, I used my Black Wizard to cast Fast on Kung Fu Man. I kept punching 8 hits at a time, and that's how I cheesed Garland. That seems to be a really effective strategy, because that's what we kind of had you doing in this. Like, your strategy in the final dungeon was haste and temper Lance, and then just watch him obliterate things. And it worked real well. Edge and shipping away at 20k HP, 999 damage at a time. It's not that bad. 20 turns for a final boss isn't that rough. Or I guess 21. And you would still be doing it for with other characters as well, assumably. So that's not terrible. I think 20k for a JRPG final boss is not bad at all. But yeah, you were absolutely the buff wizard, which worked very, very well. All right. Well, yeah, let's talk about it. So, final rating of the game, actually pretty high. I was pretty happy with this. For a game from 1987, this was actually not as painful as I thought it would be. The most painful part was the quest design, which is to be expected because that was commonly a thing for like decades. Until probably like the early 2000s, where they kind of figured out that not everyone was going to buy a strategy guide. But yeah, that's the one massive thing I can say about this game that is absolutely terrible is the quest design. The amount of times where I would be reading a guide and go, oh, I have to do this? I don't know how the fuck I would ever know that. Like, just random shit that you would never be able to figure out unless you had infinite time. Which, if you're a kid, you probably did, but I'm an adult. I've got shit to do. He had an instant death spell, Earthquake? Okay. I mean, that's what Null Death is for, but that is mean. But yeah, so quest design is easily one of the worst we've seen in Final Fantasy of all the games I played, which makes sense. It's a game from 1987. Besides that, though, gameplay-wise, I would rate this pretty highly. I would actually give this a 7 out of 10. I'm not giving it an 8 because this doesn't quite hit like some of my favorites for Final Fantasy games, but it's definitely a very solid 7. Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, the dungeon map as well was definitely not a thing in the original. That was something they added later. Which, again, that's something you would have in the strategy guide, which they don't do anymore. It's their first game. It should obviously get a 1. Yeah, just every game up until 10 just increases in rating, and then it flops back over. Yeah, so I think it's a 7 out of 10. I think there are a couple things that could have bumped it up to an 8, mainly just debuffs and buffs working more often. Yeah, 13's a 13 out of 10. Fucking more like a -3. Like the fact that so many 13, I think overall I gave it a 4. But so many things didn't work on bosses that like would have made the fights more interesting, or just would have given me more options to do other than just attack. Like slow rush should have worked on more bosses. Silence, I understand not working on some bosses, but like I feel like there were instances where it should have. Should get a 1 because it's the basis for all their games comparatively. I mean, if I was doing it that way, it would get a 5. Or a 5.5, really. Because if this gets a 1, then 13 would get like a -8 if it's a baseline. But yeah, just like more buffs working. That's an RPG thing that ticks me off in general. Where does hunger come from? I have no idea. I don't even know what you're talking about. Where when like debuffs and buffs don't work on bosses, and it's like, cool. Well, that just takes away a ton of variety of gameplay. So that's always something that annoys me in games, and I like it when it works in RPGs, and I don't like it when it doesn't. And this was one of the games where it doesn't work. Mostly. So if that had been the case, I could definitely bump this up to an 8. But besides that, it's pretty solid. The classes have their own unique identities, like spellcasting is fun. You get a lot of different options. You still have to think about what you're equipping, especially in the case of like spells, because there's 4 spells and 3 different things you can learn, so you have to give up on one of them no matter what. You can have different parties, going with different classes. There's a lot of variety as far as the gameplay. Baffles me that debuffs not affecting bosses is an option. Yeah, I mean, I understand some debuffs not working on bosses, because they could just easily make fights trivial, but more debuffs should work than they often do. Like, stuff that should, if you have it, make the fight easier, because that's the point of having it. It's like, if you went out of your way to bring this with you, it should actually make your life easier. But bosses just have high evasion. I think if it didn't work, it'd say no effect. No, there's no other failure message other than miss. It's either it hits or it misses. Because that works for us as well. If there's like null death doesn't work on casters for whatever reason, it'll just say miss. It would be nice if there were 2, because that would clear things up, but this is 1987 we're talking about. As far as story for this game, it's honestly not that bad. Like, I thought I would be putting this at like a solid 5 out of 10. I think I'd put it at a 6. It's serviceable. Like, it doesn't really have stakes and a lot of characters, but what it's there to do is effective. If you're silenced, it'll say no effect. Does it? I think it's always said miss. I've never noticed a no effect message, or if there was one, I just missed it. Traditionally, Final Fantasy bosses are immune to most negative status effects with specific exceptions, slow being a commonish one, yeah. Which didn't even work in this game. We tried to slow multiple bosses and it didn't work. But yeah, like, the story gets you from point A to point B. It's kind of interesting with the time loop shenaniganry. Like, they tried to do something at least. So, and like, it wasn't bad, it just wasn't a lot of it. So yeah, I give honestly a 6 out of 10. It's fine. Maybe a 5. Maybe 6 out of 10 is a little too much, but I think 6 is fine. When you're silenced an enemy, at the top of the screen would say no effect in the blue box. What it? Blue box? You mean in like the menus? I'm not sure what blue box you're talking about. Oh, you mean when they cast? Yeah, so that's when the hit happens. And like they'll try and cast the spell and it'll say no effect at the top. That's different than if a debuff or buff will land or not. That's a different system. That, yeah. I see what you're saying now. But you know, that's not related. Whether or not something will hits will show miss on the enemy. That's the only way you know if it works. That no effect thing will only show if you try to cast a spell and it doesn't work. Yeah, otherwise this game overall I think is a solid like 7 out of 10. Well, you know what? I'll give it a 6, and the reason I'm going to give it a 6 is because if you don't have a walkthrough, this could very easily be miserable. Because the quest design is very bad. So I just had a walkthrough after a certain point, because at the start it was fairly easy to figure out where to go, and that very quickly stopped being the case. If you didn't have that, and you were just dedicated to doing this completely blind, this game would suck ass. Because the hints that you get are very vague. If you get any hits at all. Like, knowing how to get to the water shrine is like 3 steps that are completely random. I don't know how the fuck you would be able to figure them out. Oh, while we're waiting here, I guess we should install Strangers in Paradise. Or Stranger in Paradise. I keep calling it Strangers, but it's just the one. It's Jack. He's the stranger. Is it under S? I think it's under F. Final Fantasy, Stranger in Paradise. Nope. Where the fuck is it? Oh, there it is. Stranger of Paradise, Final Fantasy Origin. It's 90 gigs. Oh boy. All right. Well, the end. Hey, there it is. We'll stick that on the SSD since I have the room. Just in case. This is not that new of a game, so I don't think it'll matter. And I think we're just gonna sit here because we have nothing else to do. This might actually still take a while to install. We might not be able to get this done today. At 90 gigs. I was hoping it would be smaller. Oh no, we might be able to get there. We'll see as the download speed ramps up. We're installing Stranger of Paradise, Final Fantasy Origin, the game that chronologically takes place before Final Fantasy 1, and is a much more modern game, made by Team Ninja, I believe. And I'm expecting a really ridiculous and cringy story in the most humorous way, and some pretty solid gameplay, because that's what I've heard it's roughly about. It's probably going to take about half an hour to boot this up, so I don't think we'll get to this tonight. That's fine. Did you fight Warmech? No. Yeah, I'm not installing Rainbow. Is there a super boss in FF1? Did they do it that early? Been a thing for that long? Actually, if I click on this screen, does anything happen? Oh, okay, actually it does. Data saves progress up to the final boss. Oh, sure. Put that here, I guess. 15 hours, yep. So it's about a 16-hour game. Prophecy foretold. Defeated chaos and restored peace to the world. Hell yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's a ton to say about FF1, to be honest. I think it's just like a solid, generally pretty solid RPG. It doesn't try to do anything crazy. Doesn't take a lot of crazy choices in its game design. My foot, it's got like an itchy spot on it. It's driving me nuts. So yeah, I think it's just like, for what it is, for 87, it's pretty good, honestly. I think it still holds up fairly well. You would definitely have to play this with a walkthrough, though. I do not recommend not playing it with a walkthrough. Playing this blind would make it very unfun very fast, because you would just be wandering around. And if you're trying to go for no cheats and like always using encounters and having those on, that would be very tedious. Because there's a lot of running around on the map, even if you know where you're going. That doesn't stop until you get the airship, and that's pretty deep into the game. Let's check the extras real fast. Oh, well, I guess we can rank this. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, the music player, of course. There's only 27 tracks in the game. Wow. Oh, wait. That's the wrong button. Shit. There should be several copies of Rain World for 90 gigs. The final boss theme is only a minute long. Wow, actually, all these themes are short. I guess that's pretty common for old games, right? Oh, the game over theme that we never heard. We actually never TPK'd in this game. Came a little close a couple times, but not bad. Okay, so there's some that are longer. Mount Golg, Sunken Shrine. Castle Corneria is 2 minutes. Wow. The end theme is 5 minutes long. Oh, in the original, there's only 20 tracks. Interesting. So which ones does it not have? I really like this arrangement of the final battle theme, I'm going to be honest. Oh, it doesn't have... It doesn't have a boss theme. 2 kilobits per song. Yeah. In 87? Yeah, that's accurate. Only one battle theme in the OG. Oh, wow. So I wonder where the Karos theme came from then. Because I believe there's also a rendition of it in 14 in Stormblood. So I wonder where that version came from. This is a very good battle theme, though. For the 87, and when this came out, and you had like 2 sound channels, and that was it. We got 2 boss battle themes. Interesting. Oh, and a mini boss battle too. I think the Wonder Swan version or the GBA PSP version. I don't know. Okay. Interesting. It still doesn't account for 7 extra tracks. Where's the... There's no in theme either. The in theme is new. And it looks like no Derelict Keep. So what did it play in the original then? Yeah, that was the dungeon theme. Interesting, so Derelict Keep got its own track. I'm also not noticing a Sanctuary version. Original version. I'm not even sure what Sanctuary is. Oh, it's the church theme. Huh. Very interesting. Well, I gotta say, they did a very good job with the arrangements. I was very happy with the music in this. Okay, well, we can go ahead and shut down FF1, and let's rate this bad boy. Let's see where it stacks up. Because we're not going to be able to play Stranger of Paradise today. I didn't think of it in time, but it's okay. You missed out on some game because you didn't have specific classes like Knight. I honestly think so, yeah. There's a lot of gear that is Knight specific. And it seems like they kind of expect you to roll with the base party. Like Knight and Black Mage both get very specific gear. White Mage has some, but like Red Mage and Thief don't really have anything. I think the Sasuke's Blade is ninja specific, and that's pretty much it. Maybe the Cat's Claws, which is either maybe monk or ninja specific. Yeah. Get the thing open. But yeah, Knight had a lot of gear. A lot of gear that we ended up not being able to use. Which does feel like a bit of an oversight. Where is this? FF ranks, here we go. Alright, let's get some music going. It's over here. Oops, nope, not at 54%. That's too loud. All right. Okay, so FF1. Where does it stack up? I think the gameplay is solid. It's got a good mix of in-game combat versus like character building and stuff, so I think I'm probably going to put it above 7. 7's character building was really good, the materia system is great, but the in-combat is really boring. Because you just attack over and over and over again, which is a bit of a downside to 7. So I think I'm going to put it above 7. I don't think it goes above 16, though. I don't think it's that good. The only thing that would make me change my mind is if I decide 7's character building is so much better than 1 that it's in combat doesn't matter. But I don't think so. Because we still had to think quite a bit about what we were equipping to our guys in 1. Especially like with like spells as well. Spells add a lot. And by the end we were getting a lot of varied gear. It wasn't just like equip the strongest thing. You actually had to think like, what item uses do we actually want here? So I think I'm going to put it above FF7. Whoops, I can't capitalize numbers. And I will forever be sad about it. Yeah. God, we have played 11 Final Fantasy games. Good lord. I guess 15 we didn't stream. But, Jesus. How do numbers work? I don't know, man. Ask Saudi Arabia. They invented them. Best story. This is probably going to be lower. Because it's very simple, but there's also not a lot of it. I think I'm probably going to put it above FF4. Because 4 almost has a good story, and then it fucks it up really bad. Like near the 2/3 to end point. Where they just kind of throw a bunch of bullshit at you that doesn't make any sense and kind of takes away from stuff they already set up. 4 also has some pretty stupid sacrifices that they end up not even committing to. I don't know enough about the history of the Arab Empire to counter what you just said, but it upset my chest. The numbers that we use in English, these are Arabic numerals. They were invented by the Arabic people. And they invented the number 0. We didn't have 0 until they came along. So, that's cool. Oh, I forgot to turn on my playlist source. There we go. There we go. Really disappointed anything goes above 7. Such an amazing game. You're worthless for thinking otherwise. As if I actually think that. Yeah, I'm sure not putting 7 at the top of every list probably ruffles some feathers for some people, but I don't care. It's not that good. It's a good game. 7 is still great. It's just not as good as people say it is. Yeah, it did blindside me with the time travel stuff, but it wasn't a bad blindsiding. Like, it didn't take away from what we'd already done. It was just kind of like a weird addition that kind of came out of nowhere. But that wasn't necessarily a bad thing. Also, let me resize my camera again to the normal size. It was, wasn't necessarily bad. It was just very out there. Yeah, it's fine. I don't have a set size for this. I just kind of resize as it needs. The numbers are Arabic numerals. We specified Saudi Arabia. I mean, I'm assuming that Saudi Arabia made Arabic stuff, but I actually don't know how that works. I'm not familiar. So yeah, I think I'm going to put it above... I'm putting it above 4... Am I putting it above 15? 15 had a lot of missteps. But it did still kind of get me emotionally. Yeah, I'm putting it above 15. 15 was quite the mess. I think FF1, for even being very simple and very basic, still had some interesting parts. And wasn't bad. Alright. Best overall OST. FF1, I love you, but you don't have that much OST to go through. This song kills me. This is one of the few songs that I listen to and I'm like, it's me in my heart. 14 has a lot of those songs, honestly. Saudi Arabia as a country is apparently established as recently as 1932. Oh, really? So I guess it was just Arabia at some point? That's where Arabic stuff came from? I'm not sure how that works. I'm not familiar with my Middle Eastern history, to be perfectly honest. Or most history. No specific character interactions because the party was customizable? Yeah. That's like 4's greatest strength, that it always knows what characters it's giving you, so it can give you really custom-tailored boss fights, which was the best part of 4 by a long shot. I love the fighting in 4. And no other FF does that, so they kind of end up sitting below. The Arab Empire. Oh, okay. Yeah, Middle Eastern history is a very short list. I think it's going above Crisis Core, because there was no track that I heard that I disliked, but there's just not very many tracks, and there wasn't any that I really liked. I liked the final boss theme arrangement, but that's pretty much it. So I think I'm putting it below 4. It's tough when you only have like 2 sound channels and then very little space you can use. The arrangements were nice, but they didn't have a lot to work with. I did play Crisis Core. We actually just uploaded the VODs for that fairly recently. Thank God it was a short game, because that game was rough. Gameplay was pretty fun. Story, less so. Ripped by the robot directly from Wikipedia, and that's good enough for me. Same. Zidane's story is pretty well tailored too, up until a point. Yeah, 9 as a story was quite good. Right up until, like, the end. The end for 9 let me down pretty bad. So it's still high on the story list, because I liked it a lot until that point. But yeah, the ending was a major letdown. Baldur's Gate 3, customization for your characters is so good. It does have a very good character creator. It's not the best one I've ever played, though. That goes to Dragon's Dogma 2. That is the best character customizer I've ever had, or ever used. But it's up there. Yeah, I still enjoyed Crisis Core. But it was for the best that it was a shorter game. Because I don't think I could have handled more cutscenes of Genesis Valentine. I would have gone insane. Yeah, more enjoyable than other Final Fantasies for sure. It's better than all the other, all the 13 trilogy. Which is a low bar, but still. Let's see. Best battle theme. The FF1 battle theme is pretty iconic. But we've had some slappers of battle themes. Valentine is indeed a character. I'm gonna actually have to listen to it again. I shouldn't have closed FF1. I could have used the music player for this. Fuck it, I'll just boot it back up. Pause this for a second. Before I start crying on stream. I think we'll kind of rank the original and the arrangement together. It's sort of the same thing we did for 4. We're like, we'll take into account what it originally sounded like, but also understand that it was a technical limitation and they got to do better later. Because the original is like 2 sound channels. It's very simple. But it is still pretty good. Like, it's still iconic. Like, for only having, I assume 2 sound channels, actually, I don't actually know. They got away with quite a bit. And the arrangement is also very good. I like the arrangement for it a lot. Which was the same case for the FF4 arrangements. You can tell it's by the same people because it uses the same like instruments. But it is still a very, very good arrangement. But it's up against stiff competition. The title theme is also 14's title theme. Oh, you mean Prelude? That is the classic FF theme that almost every game has. It's a very simple track, but still very, very good. But I think this is a pretty good battle theme. I think this is going to rank decently high. I don't think I'm going to put it above, like, a lot of the other ones we really like. Like, I think, there it is. Like, I can't put it above, like, 4. Because 4's battle theme slaps. 8's is really good as well, and 7 is still the king. 15 and 16 also have really good battle themes. I gotta listen to 16's again. Giving me Boruto content because I was looking up Ninja Storm stuff. F16 battle theme. Pause this for a second. I'm gonna mute desktop audio just in case this is way loud because it might be. Actually, wasn't too bad. Get slightly quieter. Arrangement battle theme sounds very familiar, like another game. It might be in 14, yeah. 14 references a lot of Final Fantasy music. So it could very well be in 14. I don't know where. This is a really good battle theme. Like this section that's coming up here, I like a lot. Yeah, as much as I like this track, it's a classic, but I think it's going below 16. Even with the arrangement. It's iconic, it's memorable, but I just like 16's more. And I think 15's going to be better than it, no matter which way we slice it. We're gonna put it about the middle of the pack, which is still good. But like I've said before, when it comes to music, Final Fantasies have very, very stiff competition. Oh, best boss theme. I actually don't remember the boss theme very well for one, even though we just heard it a bunch of times. Where the hell is my music? There it is. There's only... I guess we have to listen to the arrangements here because there is no other boss theme for... There is no original boss theme for one. Okay, sneeze. Excuse me. Yeah, this is a good boss battle theme. But I just can't put it above a lot of other Final Fantasies. It's solid middle of the pack. Can't wait for you to play 10. I'm curious how you'll like it. Me too, man. I know I've said many times that 10 is the one I'm least excited to play of the ones we have left. But I really want to be wrong about 10, because I know a lot of people love it. And I want to like games. I don't enjoy not liking games or playing games I don't enjoy. I'm not one of those people. So yeah, I want to be wrong about 10. But we'll see. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to touch 11 just because that's too much. I'm not playing another MMO, especially not an older one. I don't enjoy not enjoying things, mood. Yeah. I know some people love to hate on stuff, and that's just not me. I'm in the minority. Fuck 10. We'll see. We will see. I'm putting it above 13, I think. Because I don't think 13's was that good. But we're putting it still pretty low. Comparatively. Like I said, stiff competition. Boss Battle B is just like a rearrangement. It's the same track, but it's got different instrumentation. I'm pretty sure anyways. Let me double check. Yeah, it's almost like shifted a key down. That's pretty much it. Otherwise, it's the same song. Oh, it's a little different, I guess. Yeah, it's good, but it's not going to be comparable. Best final boss theme. I know I've said I like the final boss theme for this quite a bit, but oh boy, once again, stiff competition. It does almost have a little bit of the same instrumentation as 8. Fuck, this is a really good arrangement, though. I actually might put it higher than I think. It's such a short loop, but man, it's good. Can you hear the piano in the background? Does that not sound kind of like the Extreme from FF8? That might be why I like it so much. It's almost the same piano melody. God, I wish the song was longer, because that's actually really good. Yeah, it's so close to the Extremes piano. That is a really good track, actually. I might put that pretty high. I'm actually going to pull up the Extreme here. Just to hear it. Still my favorite final boss track in maybe all of video game history. Skip up a little bit. Want to get to the drop. There it is. God, this final boss theme is so good. Yeah, okay. All right, so I think I'm putting it above 7, I know One Winged Angel is like a fucking classic and everybody loves it, and I get it. It's iconic, but it's actually not my favorite by any means. I think I'm putting it above it. 15 is hard to beat because it's Yoko Shimomura. 16 is also Soken going absolutely apeshit. So I think I'm going to put it below those, but I think it's going to be in the top 5. It's a really, really good track. Surprisingly good, honestly. I'd be curious to see what it was originally arranged from, because it wasn't in the first edition of FF1. So it's got to be from something else. Or unless they just made it for the remaster, in which case, sure. Ooh, best final boss. Chaos is cool, but he doesn't really do anything particularly crazy. I haven't heard Ten's battle theme. I mean, I've heard it before, but I don't remember it. Should listen to it real quick. We'll get a teaser for it, sure. I'm not above that. We're not going to hear it for a while, so it's not going to make a big difference. Oh, you know what? I do remember this now. This is a pretty good battle theme. Yeah, this is a good one. I don't know if it'll score exceptionally high. Like I said, it's such stiff competition for battle themes and boss themes, but it's a good one. I do like this one. We'll rank it once we get there, but I could see that pulling pretty high. I genuinely don't think any final boss theme is ever going to beat the Extreme. That's that number one spot. I don't think is ever changing, unless something really crazy happens down the line. But boy, the Extreme is good. Chaos, huh? I think this is going to be pretty high, generally speaking. Final bosses in FF are very hit or miss. Like, Sephiroth is good, and then Necron in 9 is crap. Like, he's a fun fight, but narratively comes out of fucking nowhere. And Chaos doesn't really have much as far as his boss fight goes. He really just throws a bunch of big spells at you, and that's kind of it. But they are pretty varied. He's got a bunch of different things he can do. He can haste himself, potentially Kirajo himself if he's really mean. So it's not a bad fight. And I mean, narratively, it's interesting. It's Garland again, but he's traveled back in time and gets powered up. And he turns out to be Chaos. Or I guess he becomes Chaos. I think we'll put it below 7. I think Sephiroth is a little more interesting. Well... no, we'll put it below 7. Sephiroth is a little more built up. And a little more interesting. Even though his fight is very basic, but that's just kind of how 7's gameplay works. But 9 is 9, Necron, fun fight. Narratively, complete horseshit. Same with Zeromus, and Zeromus is not a fun fight. Zeromus is miserable to fight. He has like one move and it's just a shit ton of damage and that's all he does. And narratively also comes out of completely nowhere. They have a habit of doing that, which I don't like. At least not in recent Final Fantasy games, but they did for a while. Alright. Put it in a lot of 5 rankings for FF1. I think it's rated at number 5 in like 3 different categories. If not 5, then like 6. Very middle of the road. Which makes sense. Best protagonist. I don't even know if I can count this one. It doesn't technically have one. It's whoever you decide is the protagonist. But there kind of isn't a story, so I don't think we can rank this one. I guess we'll put it at the bottom of the list. It doesn't really count, to be honest. I guess we'll do this. I don't like using spaces, but I have no other way to line this up. Mr. Romus is complete bullshit? Yeah. He's very similar to Necron, where he just comes out of complete nowhere. But his fight is even worse. No protag is better than self-inserts at the very least. What do you mean by self-inserts? Do you mean like a dev made themselves the protagonist? Because I guess, but that doesn't really happen that often. I don't think I've played a game where that's been the case. Although I'm sure it does happen eventually. Best character design. Honestly, I mean, I can take a look at the art book here. Oh, this is going to play the prelude theme, isn't it? Hang on. Let me mute the game real fast. Take a look at the gallery here. Final boss that one-shots your party isn't very intuitive. Yeah. Fighting him was not fun. This does have the iconic Warrior of Light design, which does go a long way. Like you, the protag. Do other protag? I'm referring to gacha games. So ultimate witness conversation. Want to say it? Oh, you mean like blank slate protagonists, where there's just supposed to be like. I know what you mean. Yeah, okay. I kind of agree with you. If you're gonna give me a blank slate, at least let me customize them. Yeah, okay. I know what you mean. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that either. I agree. Yeah, we are going up against the classic Yoshitaka Amano art, which is tough to beat. But it also like doesn't translate super well into the game, so it's a nice idea, but doesn't really sway for much. I will say the Warrior of Light design is very iconic. This game had a behemoth in it? What? Where? I must have missed it. Must be an optional boss. Cloud Sea Jin? I don't remember that either. Chaos Enthroned? That's a cool image. You have two hands? Oh, he does. Warriors of Light. Yeah, I'm probably going to rank this higher because the Warrior of Light design is iconic. It's weird because he never plays the Warrior of Light on the box art. Yeah, it is kind of weird. A lot of this art I don't think gets used. The monster art does. You can see the inspirations there. But yeah, the original Warrior of Light design is weirdly just not at all referenced in the game. Ranger Paradise finished. Okay, the rest is just monster designs. Chaos is a very... This looks right out of like a D&D, AD&D handbook. All of these do. I mean, Tiamat is straight up from D&D. But... So that's crazy that I thought for the whole time that this game yanked spell slots from D&D, but thinking back on it, it's actually the opposite. It was originally Final Fantasy who did it, because original D&D was Vancian casting. I didn't even think about that, but I should have known. If I had thought more about it, I would have come to that conclusion. But just like, cool guy in armor, gonna try this game? Yeah, that's how marketing works, right? Okay, I mean, with the Warrior of Light design in mind, that's pretty much the only thing that's iconic. Everything else is pretty meh. As far as looks, as far as characters, the monster designs are cool, but it's up against stiff competition is the problem. 4 ranked very high because it set a lot of character designs that became standards going forward. So we ranked it at number 2, and 13 just had really solid character design across the board. But I think this one, I think I'm going to put it above 16. 16 character design was pretty good, except for the colors. The colors were off. They were too bright. That was my big problem with it. And we'll put it below 7, because 7 is also very iconic. Another rank 5 slot. This keeps happening. Best world design. I mean, there's some pretty interesting lore for FF1. With like the people in the sky, you know, the Mirage Tower, the shrines. There's neat stuff going on. So it's not necessarily bad, but I think it's very middle of the road. I think I'll put it above 16 again, but I'll put it below 7. 16's world design was, and 4's was very generic. And then it just gets bad from 15 down. There's a lot of civilizations got wiped out because of Stinky Garland. Time travel makes things convoluted. Yeah. They could have expanded more on the time travel thing to explain what went on. But they did talk about how, like, the fiend of, I think, water and air, or water and wind, wiped out the northern civilizations. Which is, like, kind of neat for lore, but that it's really just, like, random tidbits that get thrown in. That's kind of all you get. Which is okay, I guess, but not particularly interesting. But again, it's 87. It wasn't really a focus. They were trying to get a game out the door. So, yeah, I think it's middle of the pack. It's not bad, not good. It's just okay. It's serviceable. Which sometimes that's all you need. Alright, well, that's where it is. I guess we have about half an hour. I could try and set up Stranger of Paradise. Play a little bit of it. But I think we'll end the recording here. So, for those of you watching the recording of our final FF1 stream, hey, thanks for watching. We'll see you for the next one. We still got quite a few Final Fantasies to play. But boy, we've played a lot of them. So we're getting there. Bye-bye.